I'm your host, Charlie Russian outfit.
That's my new favorite one.
That's definitely my favorite one.
Any opportunity, I am going to press that button. Welcome, everybody. I am Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Chuck Hu.
Oh.
Corey.si.
Hello. Ciao.
We're here. It's episode number 95. Cranking them out.
Cranking them, man.
We're going to party like it's 1995.
Cranking it in 2020. Let's see. Sorry, I'm already getting distracted. Chuck, I believe you have a couple.
Well, I'll tell you what, Josh.
Some adverts.
I've got a lot of people sponsoring me being here today. First off, big thanks to Adidas. I'm glad I finally made it. Finally get that shoe deal. I got finance at Diablo with Woodward Credit Union, and they hooked me up.
Just a quick check. What kind of shoes do you have on?
Unfortunately, those would be Nike. They're my footwear sponsor. So Adidas, everything else. Just want to thank them. Happy 50th anniversary. My appearance is brought to you today by one of our favorites. And let me just ask you this question, Josh. Are your wheels not John Blaze enough? You tired of having the same old finish as all the other hot boys? Does your multi-piece wheel not get you as noticed as it used to? It's probably time to give those bitches a refinish, and I've got just a guy for you. MR1 Wheel Refinishing. Nick at MR1, that dude's a pro. He's not a simple powder coater, painter, first-time wheel taker aparter. No, this man is a wheel enthusiast. A lot of the quick fix boys are basically just applying makeup to your wheel. Just like at the club when the lights come up, oh God, no. MR1 is a full-service wheel refinish and repair shop. We're talking a full-blown machine shop, polishing, powder coating, and tumbling equipment. Here's the testimony of one of our happy customers. I am Chuck Hu, and my AC Type 2s were powder coated by a famous blind recording out of Stevie Wonder. He tried, but these babies weren't my Sharia Moore. Nick went through those babies and not only unfucked my wheels, but made them better than new. Now these beautiful wheels make me realize what a turd my E28 truly is. Thank you, Nick. That's right, kids. Get your wheels glammed up so you can realize what a turd your project car actually is. Reach out to Nick at MR1 Wheels now. Sorry, Junior, Nick only works on Forge multi-piece wheels. So start saving up. Also, currently totally booked until June. So call up and get on the schedule. I'll tell you what, Josh. I know Blakey boy from the old dust off there just talked to Nick. And,
Virtual D?
Yeah. Dreams were made.
Ooh.
Yeah. I believe dreams are made. And dreams are constantly being made over there because it's a dream factory.
That is the best way to put it. Dream Factory.
Yes. You get an ad? We can go back and forth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. This episode is also brought to you by us, revivalmotoring.com. Check out the new Revival feed. Have a look around the website, visit our web store, and check out some goods. We also added a donation page, not to be confused with the PodcastAthon stuff. We are taking donations for ourselves, for shawarma, and to help keep the lights on. So feel free to check that out. This episode is also brought to you by Paperworks. Visit paperworks.com for any of your paper needs. Paperworks can help you keep moving on your projects, from small at-home art projects to large format needs. They are there to help. We obviously support print, and that involves some paper.
Sure do. It sure do, Josh. Now, I know everybody wants to make their build unique, and I got just a thing for you. Shift knobs. Not only shift knobs, but our boy at FF Metalworks, dude makes everything. Works with customers to get it done. He made the shift knob in my whatever that car is, Nissan, and it's titanium with actual like purple wood on top of it that he shellacked and anodized, and it's just ridiculous. And currently we're conceptualizing a shift knob for the blue interior mobile, my M6.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is you got to reach out. He's over there to work hand in hand with the customer and make custom products. So we're not talking just knobs, but everybody needs a better shift knob. You buy that store-bought stuff, straight junk, right? It's like a tailored suit, getting your own shift knob. But yeah, any type of metal work you need, any type of custom fabrication, FF Metalworks is who you want to go to. Anything from knobs to intake manifolds, your product will be unique for your unique project. Your product, Jesus. And also, as of very recent, he just started making shift knobs for CAE motorsport shifters.
That's the ticket right there. And
they are absolutely beautiful. They don't have the hardware on top like all the CAE factory crap does. Yeah, if you get a CAE, you get that big boy shift like I know someone in this room does, and you want to make it look unique and glorious, he can hook it up for you. So hides the top out on CAE knobs, but as far as you want to go, I say shift knobs just because it's wild to me. This is not only metal, but there's also wood involved. Yeah, he really gets it done. So FF Metalworks, big supporter. He did a custom shift knob for Corey that he just like conceptualized out of an old, what was it, an old PVW or something? An old picture?
An old picture I found from many, many moons ago.
And knocked it right out.
They nailed it.
So yeah, please reach out. You can hit him up on the email. Insta, FF Metalworks is his Insta. The website, which is ffmetalworks.ca. Hit him up. He's going to hook it up. But seriously, anything you can kind of dream up, he can make happen for you. And he's got some equipment, knows his thing. So, I mean, he has a goddamn metal podcast. So I don't know what else to say.
A lathe-based podcast.
The Lathe Night podcast.
And on top of the knob building, he's entered a bit of a competition, is my understanding.
That was my first callback. He currently is part of a lamp building competition. Obviously, we're backing him entirely.
Want me to hit that button so we can
love lamp
properly call back it?
You trying to hit that button?
I'm gonna hit this button.
Hit the button.
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
Callbacks. Now it's official.
FF Metalworks, boys. I don't know if you're paying attention. He's in a lamp building competition. He's going up against some other lamp builder that we don't know. Metal guy, I guess.
We don't know if we don't know them, but
we don't. But I don't know him. I've never spoken with this man. So obviously, we're back in FF Metalworks.
Yeah.
He just sent me some top secret preview pictures of the lamp he's building.
Oh,
magnificent! Now they're auctioning it off with Foundation Blue. Check up with Foundation Blue when that's going down. It's in the next couple of weeks.
I thought I remember the 16th. Is that? I don't know.
But this lamp is.
I think it's coming soon.
This lamp's magnificent, and you know I love lamp.
Everybody loves lamp.
Everybody loves lamp.
Who doesn't?
So yeah, FF Metalworks, big shout. They supported the podcast. Don't know why. Love them though.
I have a callback.
Big helper.
Bit of a unfortunate one. But shouts to Humble Supply Co.
Big shouts. Big shouts.
Unfortunately, and I'm reading from their website, unfortunately, they're closing down shop after 3 years of business. All remaining inventory is 50% off. Everything must go. Use code GOODBYE. That's capital GOODBYE at checkout. And Dan and Ashley, I believe it's Ashley, thank you for all their support. So go buy some stuff if you haven't already at Humble Supply Co. HumbleSupply.co.
Send them off with a bang, you know?
Yeah.
Let's get that inventory moving.
They're great people. Always a good time when we see them. And we look forward to hopefully running into them, someday soon. And it's just unfortunate times call for things like these to happen. So we wish them the best of luck.
Absolutely.
Any other callbacks?
T's and P's for sure.
You get a callback
Thoughts
for
and
or what?
prayers. No, it's T's and P's to Dan. Thoughts and prayers to him.
Some thoughts and prayers going on.
No, I didn't really have any callbacks. Kind of one giant one, but we'll discuss that, I'm sure, as a group in a little bit. But
Well, I'm good. I got more.
Okay.
Big shout to Joe Booth, a.k.a. Joey Boo Boo.
Joey Boo Boo.
For hitting me with a couple sweet nothings at work yesterday.
Yeah. I opened it up, thought it was my lock cylinder.
Even though it was addressed to old Charlie Justice.
I was like, oh, fuck this. I use my lock cylinders.
I get some Matchbox K trucks that are, I've been raced around the old desk, but see, he knows we couldn't have Formula K.
Yeah.
So to make up for it, I got a couple Matchbox boys. They're cute.
I mean, if there's any saving grace, we can still have Formula K in the winter.
Yeah, I mean, Formula K can literally go on, whatever. I mean, our first dedicated entry car that Ransom Pete has is not running right now. So
Right.
it's kind of the perfect season to build your ride.
Build it up.
Build that baby up and get ready for the season. Because it's coming.
Long haul.
It's a long haul. It's a race. It's a marathon.
Yes, not a sprint.
Also, what else do I have here? Oh, Sacco's Modern Life. One of our listeners who's the man. I went We did a couple track events together last year, and he sent me some videos of us racing, which is awesome because I have no documentation, no proof that I was out there besides the dents in the side of the M Coupe. So yeah, it's awesome, man. Thanks for sending those. Really made me miss racing and driving at Thompson, man. I know it's a bit before we can do that again, but holy shit. I was just watching. I was going under the turn under the bridge, which I fucking hate. And I was like, oh, I hate it. I can see how much I hate it just by the way I'm driving. But yeah, he hooked him up. So shout out to him for getting that going. And then I believe, which is, this might be a surprise to everybody, but last week we were talking about Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how Tesla's stock price was too high.
Too damn high.
And he was going to go and he was going to sell everything.
He's going to sell the house.
Sell everything.
Sell a baby.
So your boy's going and done it. He has put his house on the market and he says he's selling all this shit.
Yeah.
He's also named his kid something super weird.
I'm going to look that up because
I believe it's Ash something.
He broke it down. It's like, what do you call it? Is that an acronym for, I think it is, or something of the sort?
I mean,
I was looking at it today.
Someone figured out how it's pronounced and it's Ash something.
I don't think that person knows what they're talking about because it's not a word.
A quick look, you get XAEA 12.
Yeah, but there's how that's pronounced somewhere. I don't know. Who cares? Who cares what his kid's name is, honestly? And he's got other kids as well.
Well, it has a pretty deep meaning behind it. Part of it's a plane. Part of it is, I think, a chemical compound.
Right.
And then something else. So
yeah.
there's a lot of things that are near and dear to his heart.
Yeah, good. That's great for him. That's great.
As of just yesterday, the actual meaning of the moniker has not yet been confirmed by the new parents.
Yeah, but this is probably not his actual name. I'll probably just put that out there because he's a crazy person, which is great.
Like the Cybertruck. Like, we got to throw this out there.
Yeah, see what happens out there.
Well, many have speculated the XAEA 12 must be a traditional family name on Elon Musk and Grimes' home planet. That's what it says. It's their home planet. Yeah.
Is Grimes that weird? I don't know anything about that person.
I don't know either. Yeah.
I mean, the name like Grimes.
And she's with Musk. So you got to be very open, my understanding. Very open to ideas.
We were talking about this today at work, and someone asked if Elon, you think he was a cuck? And I said, probably not. I don't think he partakes in the activity, but I also don't think he watches. I think he's got better things to do.
That's an interesting conversation.
I think, someone else partook in the activity to get the job done. He probably went out there, hired the best man for the job.
Oh, really?
He had better shit to do. Like shoot some shit into space.
Well,
baby, I'm building rockets right now.
Yeah, I got a good fucking time for you.
Yeah. I mean, shouts to Elon Musk. We still want you on the show. That's probably never going to happen now.
Yeah, there goes that. That was like our Toyota moment.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he did tell Rogan he can't ever shut his brain off.
Yeah.
Like ever.
Yeah.
So
I can't shut mine off.
But I get nothing productive out of mine, but
Rich Call of Duty.
Yeah, I can't shut it off either.
Yeah. He's
I'm just glad he gone and done it.
He gets more interesting almost daily.
How many do we think he's having?
Children?
Yeah.
Doesn't he have a bunch of kids already?
I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, dude, he's already
I
got
literally
kids.
have no idea.
Well,
this is a first kid.
I thought it was his first kid. I have no idea. This guy's an enigma to me. It just doesn't.
Yeah, Josh.
It's like an alien.
Well, if this one's designated A12, I'm guessing this is the 12.
He has a bunch of kids, doesn't he?
I care so little about the man himself. I don't know. I'm into what he's doing. Not so much what he's.
I'm into what he's doing as well. Okay, yeah, he's got Nevada, Alexander, Damian Musk, Griffin Musk, Xavier Musk, Saxon Musk, and Kai Musk.
Wow, he's over there fucking pumping them out.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Are those all through fucking Grimm's?
No, Grimm's is the new one. You probably should have looked that up before you had that conversation.
I mean, doesn't mean he doesn't partake in any of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently there's a lot of Musks out there.
Yeah, he has 5 other kids from a previous marriage. Shouts to Ian K for that info.
Yeah, got 5 kids.
A12 is the model number. That's that.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, my news wasn't about him having a kid. It was the fact that he's actually put his houses on the market, which is pretty wild.
Right,
saying he's selling all the shit. You got money like that, man? Whatever.
What is any kind of big dog houses? What's he got?
He has Gene Wild. It's like $42 million in houses out of 2. That's a lot of house.
That's a flex.
That's a lot of house.
Yeah.
It's a flex. It's like an apartment in a half.
It looks nice. I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine he lives in a shitty house. You know what I mean?
I mean, you never know.
Hey,
You never know with this guy.
I've seen crazier stuff happen. But anyways, that's kind of a callback because we talked about that very same thing last month and week.
He's reoccurring.
Yeah, keeps coming back, man.
Wow.
He's like a herpy.
Yep, no treatment.
0 treatment. Just keeps coming back.
Just keeps coming.
Yeah, just a nuisance.
Do we have any more callbacks? Tapped for callbacks?
No, I'm tapped, man.
Okay. I think it's time to get into the news. News.
Wow, this is really weird, this camera angle. I can't like dip out.
Oh yeah, we're quite wide. I don't know if anybody heard, but there was a new Supra.
Oh no!
Wait, there's a new Supra?
There was a new one.
Okay. When did they release it?
BMW had a hand in it, supposedly.
All right.
A little tidbit here. Toyota engineers in Munich are collaborating with BMW on the future of the Supra. So not only did they...
And where?
Munich. I prefer...
Munich sounds like a town in Connecticut.
Construction truck.
Greenwich. Yeah.
A drink setter.
I keep things...
Munchkin.
I keep things simple. I see it. I pronounce it. I don't have time.
Phone right in.
Boom.
I don't have time to waste on that
It's their other headquarters.
What a Hail Mary.
Yeah. We're going Munich. From now on. That town will be known as Munich.
Yeah.
Spinach, Munich, Greenwich.
If they don't want me to say it that way, they shouldn't spell it that way.
Exactly. Or at least, put an accent on there.
Well, we get followed by Fat Lip 16. Sorry.
Shouts. That's going to be distracting.
I don't know why that's still there.
That's fine. It's good. It's good. Good fodder.
It's BMW in Munich.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to continue more. They're going to make more power
for the Supra.
Out of the Supra. Mm-hmm. A new base 4-cylinder model, and an A91 special edition.
Who announced this? BMW?
No, Toyota.
Where did Munich come in?
Toyota engineers in Munich
At BMW.
At BMW.
Yeah.
Oh,
so they sent somebody over to Munich to discuss the BMW.
Any rumor of a manual transmission coming along at some point?
No.
Nada?
No.
Nada?
absolutely not.
How would we feel if they gave the 4-cylinder option the manual, but not the...
I think that's going to happen.
That'd be right in the feels, if I'm honest.
I think that'd be pretty tight. I mean, overall, I'm just like, I'm over this car like I am the coronavirus. Like, it's just like...
I would like to drive a new Supra.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
but like,
Toyota, that is Josh at Revival Motoring or info at revivalmotoring.com.
Or my alias World War II mustache at revivalmotoring.com.
It would be great to hear from you again. We hope all is well. We understand there's some stuff happening in the world, but, drop us a line.
Miss you.
Yeah, would be nice.
But yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of super shit going on. I mean, look at every time I open up anything, there's a new wide body on one. And I don't know if the horsepower war stopped or just people stopped giving a shit about it. Probably that.
This says, let's see. Toyota sat down and had a chat with members of the media, including Autoblog and clearly Motor One, if that's where they're getting this info, to talk about the Supra, which the company sees as being a halo model. Because of its special status in the lineup, sales numbers of the rear-wheel drive machine are not that important. Instead, the car's positive impact on the brand's image means more to Toyota, and the company has vowed to build a performance version of everything it sells.
They're going to make a performance version of the Supra now?
I thought that was its whole shtick.
Well, no.
I'm glad to hear sales numbers don't
everything
matter.
it sells. In other words, Corolla, you're getting a performance version. Camry, performance version.
Land Cruiser,
performance version.
TRD,
performance
Done.
version. Yeah, let's
sign it.
Another
stamp
one.
it. Exactly.
Tundra,
just keep them going.
performance version.
Yeah.
4Runner. Hey, we like 4Runners. Love that car.
Love 4Runner.
Love that sub.
But you know what it needs? Performance version.
Power.
Yeah, give it a little more power.
Yeah. What else? What else do we get for?
That's something else.
For news.
What else we got for news? Well,
what do you got? Do you got something BMW related?
Oh, I got endless BMW stuff.
All right. I have actually something that is BMW related. They're canceling no more overseas pickup.
No more European delivery from BMW.
European delivery
Entirely?
Yes,
from the U.S.
from the U.S.
Wow.
That really sucks.
And the only
Not-
reason
not
I wanted
just
to talk about
To be
it,
clear, not just COVID related, just in the whole experience.
no,
I think it
finito.
made it cut it over, but yeah.
Yeah. So I'm reading this article about it, and they're talking about how, it's a bummer this is going away, yada, yada, yada. And that, massive savings were to be had by selecting this program.
Mhm.
And then they said you could save anywhere from $2,000 or $1,500 to $2,000 off MSRP. And I'm like, well, that's not really massive savings.
Right. It would like pay for the trip. Was
Kind
was
of.
a lot of people said.
Yeah.
I have a statement from BMW about why it's happening, which makes me angry. Would you like to hear it?
I would like to hear it.
Okay. I
what
actually
I'm here
don't
for.
have who said this. This is somebody from BMW.
Mr. BMW.
Mr. BMW. I
From
believe.
Munich.
From Munich.
Direct from Munich's
Yeah.
mouth.
This is from deep in Munich today. As the global market has evolved, BMW North American sales volumes have shifted more heavily towards SAVs during the past several years. The Performance Center delivery in Spartanburg, South Carolina, has seen continuing growth. Since its beginning in 1999, Performance Center delivery has grown to more than 28,000 vehicle deliveries, while European delivery, which has delivered approximately 30,000 vehicles since the 1970s, has experienced significant decline in that participation. Although BMW North America has historically represented an average of 2,000 European deliveries annually, such deliveries have declined in recent years to under 500. Based on these trends and long-term evaluation, BMW Group will end the European delivery program in 2020 and cease accepting reservations as of May 18th, 2020. So because all you fucking idiots are out there buying
We got 13 days, boys.
SUVs, CUVs, and other junk they make here in America,
Yeah.
they're getting rid of the best program they got.
I have to say, if I had the money, I would certainly do it. I don't, and I don't think I ever will. But if I had the money, I certainly would.
Yeah, if you're going to buy a new one and you had a reason to go to Europe, it kind of made sense.
Yeah, like if you're gonna go, full bore, spec out your custom M3.
Yep.
Like why not?
Make an event out of it.
Why not get
But you
it?
can still pick up your X5 mom wagon in Spartanburg and do that delivery experience. The South Carolina delivery experience.
What am I gonna do in South Carolina?
Can also go pick it up at the dealership in Newport.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
much more luxurious
there-
experience.
It is Performance Center delivery in Spartanburg, so I think they let you drive it around fast.
Oh, okay. With a couple of teachers.
They do have a little tracky poo out there. I know
And
that.
I think you might be able to Performance Center delivery anything.
But to
So-
South Carolina,
Well, they have a track there. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not European delivery, which
Yeah.
is fucking awesome. But you could probably beat up on the car. But if you're going to truck system the guy and beat him to a pulp, to throw in at the end, hey, can I get the performance delivery?
yeah, I don't
Probably
know.
not going to go over that good.
Well, if they're telling you that it would cost the trip approximately would cost like $2,000, say even $2,500 for this European delivery, right?
Right.
I mean, what's going to cost $300 for the North South Carolina? Like
Yeah, exactly. You take
Yeah.
a train down there.
I mean, they're practically like all weather floor mats would be more expensive than this fucking delivery.
Get
Like
them
just
weather
throw it
techs.
in, yeah.
Get them weather
Like what are we
techs.
holding out for?
I don't know.
What else you got over there, Josh?
I get an interesting one. For the first time ever, trucks have outsold cars. For the month of
Such a bummer.
for the month of April, trucks have outsold cars. Let's see, around 186 around 186,000 trucks were sold in April. Around 169,000 cars.
Okay, hold on,
sold
though.
that same month.
April, no one's buying shit.
That's my
Is
thing.
it fleet sales? Like
I don't know how
international
this-
trucking trucks?
I don't know. Didn't take a deep dive in the how these things are pulled. If you're just looking apples to apples, it's like
What are they talking trucks? They talking trucks like we
Like a
talk trucks?
CUV?
Like a big boy X1?
I
or-
think
Like
I think full size trucks. In other words,
F-150s.
F-150s.
So
whatever.
it's
the
only that
equivalent
kind of
to
people are going to be buying trucks right now. Anyway.
Silverados, all that sort of stuff.
Silverado.
Rams.
So just to compare, the same month 6 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
a lot's changed. Saw something around 190,000 trucks compared to 656,000 cars.
Get them cars.
So that
what were
was
gas
6 years
prices
ago.
like then?
Gas prices were probably,
It's probably like $4 a gallon.
I don't fucking remember.
I can't remember what they were.
Not
Well,
like they are now. I
was gonna
filled
say,
up for $1.80 today.
They were definitely worse. However, there's a lot to equate. I mean, obviously with everything going on right now, sales are going to be down, but why? Right. Why are truck sales so high suddenly? Are they zombie apocalypse vehicles? Is that what everybody's planning? Or is everybody?
Oh, no, so I think it's probably just because car sales are so low.
And you'd almost to what you were saying before, if they're counting fleet sales, well, then there are companies still in business. So that 186, that's going to be level throughout.
I saw a stat that the UK's car sales are down 96% this month.
Wow. 96?
Yeah.
Holy
And
shit.
they're like, nobody's buying cars.
Right.
But that was like, they're on like a legitimate lockdown. Whereas like here, it's kind of like, you still want to get a car?
Yeah.
We'll sell it to you.
Yeah,
know?
I mean,
I don't think that's happening over there. I think it's a very serious
They also
thing.
have like a better public transportation, but I guess you don't want to be in public transportation right now.
It's yeah. I mean, we'll see. It's just here.
It's a sad statistic to hear.
So that's the thing is just, does it continue? Or is it just par for the course at the moment?
I hope it doesn't continue.
Me either. I
It's
just,
going to continue.
Yeah.
Goodbye, cruel world. Speaking of goodbye, cruel world, I got sad news for all you guys.
What do you got?
Sad news for fans of three-cylinder engines generally. BMW has canceled the next generation i8.
Oh, I saw something on that.
Yep.
They pulled the plug on it. What a shame.
metaphorically and
Yeah.
Physically. Pull the plug on the next generation of i8. So if you wanted to bring one of those to Formula K, no dice anymore.
Yeah. So I found this a funny little article on Car and Driver, and it was a car of the year you graduated high school.
Yes.
So Chuck, what year did you graduate high school?
I'm not going to disclose that.
Okay.
2003.
2003. It was a Toyota Camry. Josh?
Good year.
2002.
2002. Toyota Camry.
All right, Corey. What?
2007.
Toyota Camry.
Toyota Camry. There was some earlier on. There was some cool ones. Like a 78 was an Oldsmobile Cutlass.
Imagine what shit all the other cars had to be.
Oh my god! Like 82 was a Ford Escort. Cutlass reigned pretty supreme for quite a few years. A Cavalier in like
Cutlass
85.
Supreme, is that what you just said?
Yeah,
Reigned supreme, but they call it the Supreme. Reigned supreme in the
Cutlass
Cutlass.
Supreme. There was some pretty cool ones in here, like the Ford Escort in 87, which I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty badass.
Have you ever driven one of those?
Yes, I have actually. Yeah.
They're bad.
Yeah.
My
But
grandma had one, that color.
after a little while, I'm like
Crashing into
furiously
the house.
scrolling through the thing to find out like where it is. And then I just noticed pretty much on from like 95 onward is just fucking Toyota Camry every single year.
Well, and the thing is, when did the Camry come out?
I don't know. Probably 95.
That's what I'm just
guess.
trying
Yeah.
to. When did the Toyota
I mean,
Camry?
that's pretty dominant.
Yeah, I mean, dominant with numbers of like almost 500,000 units sold.
Most dominant blahist car. But
Yeah.
they're good, man. They never
I know.
die.
Which kind of brings me to my next kind of thought is like, what makes it such a popular car that everyone buys? Like,
Oh,
what?
wow.
You can run it without oil for like 100,000 miles.
That's quite surprising. Camry has been around for 37 years because it came out in 1983.
There you go. Big
What
shout
did
out
an
to Full
83
Metal Neck for
Camry
saying
look
that.
like?
Let's see. We've seen every.
Yeah, Camry's been around for fucking ever, man.
Yeah, I don't. I can picture like the 90s ones is in my mind. But
yeah, oh yeah.
like-
That's the one that reigned supreme.
what makes it a car that people just kind of like, oh, I'm
Because
just-
it's unkillable. If
Yeah.
you need a car that's just a thing that'll get you places without fucking you over, the Camry's the play.
is that what it is? And but the same thing, it's going to be the same thing with the Corolla.
Because like you gotta remember, we see and speak with and are motor enthusiasts, so we give a shit.
Yeah.
Most people driving cars don't give a shit. So you
Right,
get a
it's
Camry, you
A
pay
to B.
20 grand, less than 20 grand back in the day, and you
Yeah.
just hammer
Drive
that
it
thing
forever.
as much as you want.
Yeah.
Right, because they would care about reliability, fuel economy,
Comfort.
safety.
Yeah, there you go. And over-engineered, they're great cars. I don't know. I mean, I know we had a guy that worked with us that ran he bought it new. Engine sees did 89,000 miles.
Mhm.
When's the last time you changed the oil? I never changed the oil. So, I mean, that
Yeah.
goes to show you, man.
yeah,
That was a bad girl.
yeah, she's a bad bitch.
Yeah.
I got a kick out of that. That was pretty funny.
No, it's an awesome stat.
It just shows how dominant that is, and just kind of like, I guess that's what you get when you can put a quality product out in the market that people can actually rely on. They buy it regardless of what kind of lack of feeling it gives you.
Yeah, it just keeps winning.
It's just gray.
It's tan on tan.
It's just gray. That's-
tan, got the ding in it.
Yeah. What else do I got here? Let's see.
Did you guys know that there was a Porsche Cayman GT4 RS model apparently
That's
coming?
too many.
It's not
things.
just one that's somebody that owned one badge.
It's right. So supposedly
GT Cayman GT4 RS.
Cayman GT4 RS.
Keep it going. Can we make it an SUV?
There's got to be the engine designation after that. So GT4 RS, like 3.8, 4.0. There's got to be something.
Well,
Ultimate Art Edition.
Yeah.
Let's
Shanghai
see.
Noon
Edition. I don't see what I have for.
I mean, the asses on those things are ginormous. There's got to be
Those are
more
big old
badging to
bloods.
fill it all up.
So the flagship version of the baby 911 coupe, providing an enjoyable, naturally aspirated soundtrack from what is believed to be a 4-liter flat six engine.
She gonna sing.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Rumor has it that the range topping Cayman will offer, holy shit, close to 500 horsepowers in a car said to lose a few pounds compared to the regular 414 GT4 model.
That'd be a great segue.
Might have to wait till sometime next year. Let's see when Porsche is expected to officially announce the RS version with an estimated price tag of $130,000.
Can you imagine how fast that baby's going to sit in my garage?
That's what I'm saying, 130.
appreciates?
130, like,
Listen, I don't have the money to buy one,
and I mean,
but
just,
130 actually sounds reasonable.
it does for what this
I know.
is.
Hopefully, see a couple get beat up.
Yeah.
And look at this, like this is just spy photos, but look at that wing.
I mean,
That's straight out of Fast and Furious 2.
Yeah.
But it fits.
Big wing gang.
Big wang.
yeah, it looks like a badass
multi-level.
B.
Many pieces.
Yeah.
GT4s you don't see too often because everybody put those in garages hoping they would appreciate.
And then,
So the
and
G-
then
then they
Porsche
released
came
a
out
better
with the
one.
second generation one.
GT4 RS. That's the real final nail in the coffin
That's
for
the-
your
yeah,
in-storage GT4.
It's GT. So that's what. No, you got to hold strong for the Porsche Cayman GT4 RS lightweight.
No, it'd have to be a GT5.
With a Y stock?
No, hear me out. GT3 is NA.
Yeah.
So it'd have to be like a G. It'd have to be you'd have to deduct some numbers. Let's decode this.
Isn't that
This
GT4 NA?
GT2 is turbo. So we have a GT4 RS, which is NA. So what do you go? GT5 RS is going to be a turbo 4-liter?
So the Porsche
Did I just
Cayman
confirm-
GT5 RS.
Yeah.
The Porsche Cayman GT5 RS with the 4-liter twin turbo motor?
That sounds like a Cayenne.
Made in Munich.
Munich.
Maybe
Maybe
Spartanburg.
Toyota's meeting with them.
That's maybe. What else do we have?
You heard
for
it here
news?
first. GT4 RS. There's more 400Z stuff, but I didn't really look into it. It's going to have a twin turbo 6-cylinder. I think we just talked about that.
Ken Block's Fox
Oh.
body. I don't have anything on it. It's
Actually-
just- I'm amped.
Yeah,
Actually,
pretty
yeah,
tight.
that the it's just a. I don't even know if it's a render.
This is only a
from
rumor.
the 400.
Oh, that render of the 400Z
that
looks
thing.
good.
You
The
what
yellowish
did you
one?
call it?
It looks like a
poor
shitty
man's
Aston Martin.
Yeah.
And you said it looks like a Jaguar,
It kind
which
of
looks like
an
a shitty
F-Type.
Aston Martin.
Right. It's just kind of like, all right, it's checking the right boxes. I like where they're going. I like where their heads are at.
Design wise, I do like where it was going. It reminds me of that new Aston Martin.
Oh, if that render's right. I mean, to have any Nissan that even looks like a shitty Aston Martin is the best looking Nissan ever.
And what do you think about the rumor that it's going to be a 6-cylinder twin turbo car?
Yeah, of course. It's
it
gonna
makes
be.
a
Well,
ton
it
of
is.
sense because they already have the engine.
It is. Well, that's what I mean. Is just like, does that in some ways negatively impact the GTR?
No, they won't make it as good as a GTR motor.
I don't think they will.
It'll be a shitty 6-cylinder twin turbo. Shittier.
GTR, right.
Well, yeah,
Just
it's
less
the
of
one
a-
they have in. I think we talked about it. It's the one they have in their trucks things.
Yeah.
Oh, like the
the same one.
Like the top trim G sedan thing or whatever
Infiniti.
the Q is now.
Yeah,
has.
yeah. That's true. Very
Yeah, it's
low.
got like cylinder delete, fucking valve shut
Yeah,
off.
it's an 8-cylinder with a
whoopsie-daisies.
2-cylinder
Yeah, I
delete.
know,
Right,
it's-
right.
It's weird, but
yeah, electronically welds the valves closed.
I mean, no matter what, and you can tune the Christ out of it, it still will never be a GTR.
So
you know?
that's what
Maybe. I don't know.
and then do they? It's all speculative, but do they? This thing, fine. It's released. It goes on sale in 2 years. do they stop the GTR then? We don't see one for a few years.
I don't know. I saw an article today on Jalopnik I saw an article on Jalopnik how they should nationalize oil companies, because obviously Jalopnik is a communist front. But I also saw an article about how Nissan's going to try giving a shit now. I don't know. It's bold strategy.
Timing is everything.
Yeah, bold strategy, Cotton.
Wow. What else do we have for news?
I saw a video, and it's not going to be a YouTube thing, but it was like a new F-350 with this death wobble they have. It was astonishing.
Did you? Yes. Was it?
And the guy's like, "Hey, the brakes don't work when this happens either." Like,
was it a cockpit video?
Yeah.
Like
it was
kind of
deep
over
in
the guy's
cockpit.
shoulder?
Yeah. It
It
starts out real slow. It's like, we're going to get into it. And then it gets into it, like, holy shit.
You don't have control of your vehicle. It just, what Jesus take the wheel.
Yeah, he does. And he's shaky. Like, let Muhammad Ali take the wheel.
Got a bit of a dance going on.
Dude, it was, and he's like, yeah, brakes don't work.
Yeah.
You just kind of got to ease it out. You don't want to turn. You don't want to brake.
Well,
like, what do you want to do? Trade it back.
What, you figured 10, 15 seconds worth of death and destruction?
At minimum.
Yeah.
And it's an F-350. Like, those things are $1 trillion.
What is going on with it?
Basically,
I don't know.
Who knows? It's some engineering malfunction. The best way I can describe it is if said person is driving 65 miles an hour and then just decides to drive on two set of train tracks with the rafters sticking directly out of the ground.
Yeah.
It's equivalent. There's that much motion. The vehicle looks like it's going to shake itself to pieces.
Yeah, it looks like he's going through like a washboard rhythm section of a hardcore off-road course. And he's just on the highway.
And you're literally just along for the ride.
And it doesn't stop.
There's no...
Which is the best part.
And it comes on completely random.
I don't know what happens when you hit the brakes, but it says it don't stop. He says you don't want to hit the brakes.
It immediately just disintegrates the rotors.
You ever seen the old Cherokee?
Yeah.
It's that.
Yeah. Just in a bigger aluminum truck.
Yeah, but at some point, the one
Much more expensive.
the death wobble in the Cherokee was just like a socially acceptable thing. It was like, oh yeah, it just happens. Like, it's okay.
Right.
We know about it.
Yeah, but it's an old truck.
Yeah, but it just happens. So just, ride it out. Go a little bit faster, a little bit slower, and you'll stay away from it.
This Ford thing's the same.
Yeah.
Except it's a brand new, like, $90,000 truck.
Well, I mean,
It's not a $3,000 fucking floors are rotted out pile of shit.
I don't know if you can see this.
I can see it.
Okay.
He's like, whoa, baby. This baby's going a little nuts.
Volume, but give it a second here, and you'll see. Oh, great! This one's
Who wants Corey's reaction video?
Going around a corner. Come on.
There's a bunch of mountains.
Yeah, some mountains back there. It's a guy driving. He's on the highway. When it starts wobbling, it's probably like the last 3/4 of the video. When it starts wobbling, it is.
All right, here we go.
It's serious.
I think we're getting into it.
Looks
now.
like it's a noticeable issue.
Here we go. Yes.
It's like you don't want to grip the wheel too hard. You don't want to brake. You don't want to turn.
You know those massage chairs that you can sit down in the mall?
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
That is kind of what's
Except
going
very
on.
rarely a happy ending with a death wobble.
Ford did something wrong there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd
That's
have to
almost
look
as
into
good
that.
as their.
But they're only selling trucks now, so now they'll focus on it.
It's almost as good as their branding for their electric charging stations.
Oh, Ford Be Fast?
Yeah, like Fast Forward or Ford Fast or
Faster
Fast Charge
Ford.
or Ford
A
Fast
Fast.
Charge. Yeah, I don't know what it was.
A12.
I think everything I named was better than what they came up with.
Yeah, you couldn't come up with anything as bad as they said. It was fast. There was fast, and it was really speculated it's probably not fast.
Or it's fast just for their vehicle and their vehicle only.
Yeah, exactly.
What else we got for news? I think I have a topic.
I'm not gonna lie, it was
kind of go into it.
It's been a shit news week. I think even all the news blogs and automotive sites, you're like, okay, something's gonna start happening because there is not shit going on.
Yeah, it's
Besides like
Times are
sad
tough.
news about dealerships not making any money, it was pretty rough news week.
Yeah.
Shouts to Full Metal Neck. I don't know if he's referring to the death wobble that he just writes. Just had more timing.
Oh yeah, no, we were talking about if the new 400Z engine is stout, and he said maybe it'll be stout, and I just said there's nothing stout anymore.
Oh yeah.
They don't build things that way.
No, they don't build anything stout. They build them to take exactly as much power as they come with from the factory. Anything else, God bless.
Not like nothing more, nothing less. Just go for broke.
Yep.
What else you got over there?
What
Josh?
else you got?
Well,
He's
I got some YouTube. If you don't have,
I got so much of that shit.
Oh, thank God.
you want to?
Whatever you want to do, man.
Yeah, you tell me. We did YouTube first last time. Fuck
Josh,
the whole
take the wheel.
podcast up.
Let's let me ask this question.
Okay.
And it's one of those ones where
I also want to talk about that vehicle we're talking about via text.
Oh, yes.
Later.
We need to discuss
So
that.
don't let that go.
Yeah. So we can, matter of fact, that can kind of be a bit of a news thing. But my question that I propose to the group here and everybody listening on live on Twitch, if you're out there, and, podcast and YouTube follow up afterwards. But the question I have is, how do you feel about automotive renders?
It's never been my thing.
That's exactly how I feel. It constantly.
It's just not for me. I don't know. It's like if I wanted a cartoon, like I'd go play a video game.
Yes.
I just like, I feel like we have the ability in today's day and age where like you could make something that's not a render.
I think the ones based on reality, like when they see a car in camouflage and then they render it, I appreciate those.
Right, because you're just kind of undressing it,
like
if you will.
the 400Z one that looks like an Aston Martin based on nothing.
Yeah.
I don't like those.
Yeah.
I think it's good because we can bullshit about it. But let's face it. I mean, that car is way too beautiful for Nissan ever to make, so they're not going to do it. It's not Datsun anymore.
And even if they came out with a concept version, the likelihood of it looking as it looks presented in concept version is slim to none.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously renders from auto manufacturers, it's going to start looking like that. Like when BMW just makes the grill giant, you're like, okay, that's real.
Yeah.
But when like someone's like, hey, this is what an M8 GT could look like.
Yep.
You're just like, or like the next generation one.
Yeah.
The thing is, there's another thing of renders, which is like what Kaiser does.
Yeah.
Which I never really liked. I like what he does. It looks cool, but I mean, in that case, I'm with Corey. We're like, that's video game shit.
Yeah.
He does incredible work.
Oh no, the work is absolutely phenomenal.
But it's just like, that's never coming to reality. And I know
there's been a couple.
He made the lamest named Live to Offend kit for an E30. But I mean, whatever. That's just whoever's marketing's that is 12 years old. But it looks fucking cool. The E30s they made, the Live to Offend ones, the LTO cars, are awesome.
That was the first one that I seen from a render to reality.
Yeah.
And I think, okay.
And that's what he wants to do. He doesn't make things that are totally impossible to build. So I think that stuff's cool, but like every time I pull up my Google News feed, like Kaiser could scratch his balls and it's going to give me the render of him scratching his balls. Like
there's so many different ones.
There's so many. And he does just, if you follow him on Instagram, I don't need Motor One, Jalopnik. I don't need everyone else to tell me about it.
What got me the other day was, I don't even know. I'm going to have to Google that Corvette. Did anybody see that teal Corvette?
No.
Let me see. I think it's like, it was on Facebook.
Thought it was the little red Corvette.
Anybody in the chat room, please help me out.
Full Metal Neck is saying he works in CG and VFX, and it's a good tool, but if it's not possible in the real world, he's not feeling it. And
I get exactly what he's saying. Yeah. Right. Keep the Need for Speed stuff in Need for Speed. Yes, it's a video game.
But I like that Kaiser does have a partner and he is making more of this LTO stuff. And I love it when like there was something on this European Corvette that was that one Radwood's virtual show. And it was like a hand built wide body crazy. It looked like something he would design.
So that's going to be the one that I'm thinking of because that the other day caught my eye.
That's like, it was like a blue C4, that one Radwood.
I think that's what
that
it was.
car is insanity. If Corey hasn't seen that, you can get it.
That's what I'm going to try to pull up.
Yeah, that is something very, very special. That one Radwood.
Here we go.
You got it over there, Josh?
Yeah. So this thing, I seen it the other day and I was almost like disappointed because I looked at it quick and I'm like, whoa, that's cool. That's a nice render.
Yeah,
but it's real. And that's kind of what stems my, like, that thing fucking brings it.
And I'm bringing it up for the
now,
people.
Was it originally a render and someone built it off of a render?
I honestly don't know enough.
No, there's a whole story about it. There's a whole video about it. It is.
Oh, matter of fact,
this guy like hand built this thing.
This is a C4 brainchild of Swedish car importer Jim Bjork.
Jimmy.
And yeah, as Chuck said, you can find it on Instagram, Bjorn Bilsten Photo. And if there's a video of it, yes, there is a video of it. And it looks like that is, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a
words
I cannot pronounce.
Yeah, but that's a hand-built crazy thing. And the car looks super cool and it's not a render. And I know sometimes you see Kaiser stuff and you'll be like, that's fucking cool. Is that real? And like,
Yeah.
But like his actual RX-7 isn't that wild, but it's really cool.
Yep.
The live to offend stuff's cool, and I know they're planning on doing more crazy shit. So if he's going to keep on making crazy shit and they're going to bring it to market, I'm all about it, man.
Yeah.
The wilder, the better. He's got an RX-7.
Yeah.
Like his own RX-7, an FD.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with this guy. I know the name.
The
I
red
know
one?
what he does. I don't pay attention to it.
Yeah, because
I kind of have like this thing where if I open up an article to read it and it like leads it off with a render or something, I just kind of
It's
I
almost,
immediately
it's
shut
almost
down.
like you brush it. So
Wow, I just brought up the worst image.
the other
Guys,
day,
his actual
the other
car.
one that got me the other day was there's this render of an R34 GTR with flip up headlights.
Yes,
Yeah,
that was
have it
his as
pulled
well.
up.
yeah.
Like, I don't dislike the render, but it's at the same time like, oh, I wish somebody would do that. No, it's never going to happen.
I mean,
It's almost like a tease, if you will.
yeah. The thing is, someone may see that and be like, "Oh shit, you know what?
Yeah,
I mean, I kind of like the way that looks.
I'm kind of torn on.
You can definitely do it.
His
but-
car I brought up. It's from Mike Burrows from Stance Works, and it is it's fucking cool, man. And he took the photos. So, but his is it's just a normal, nice looking RX-7.
Nice.
It's nothing too crazy. But
It's kind of funny how his own car.
well, I
might be a
think the
little-
amount of money to make his creations real is pretty serious.
Right.
I know that
Right.
LTO kit isn't light
Yeah.
money,
Was that the one that was on the green E30 from SEMA last year?
right?
Okay.
And if they're really trying to offend, you do that to an M3. Everybody knows. Taking 318, do it all day.
So,
I didn't think it was.
that,
No, it was just
like
crazy.
crazy,
It was like
yeah.
an alternate reality Blade Runner E30,
Yeah.
yeah, it was. And
and that's my shit as well. But
one.
Yeah.
you-
Yep.
But yeah, this Corvette, it fucking brings it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool looking.
Yeah, it's cool. That's like one of the guilty pleasure cars, like a C4. You love it, but like you look like such an idiot driving it at the same time.
the poor vet.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I'd do one.
I would,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
And you always have that. Like I have that idea of kind of like, oh, you can get your hands on one of those for so cheap, and I'm pretty sure you can make it fast for really cheap. But like,
Just today, I really feel C4s. You know.
then you really like kind of Then you
Wait.
really kind of be like, oh, you know what? Now I'm still driving a C4 Vet though. At the end of the day, it always is a C4 Vet.
Would you put louvers on yours?
The Vet.
Oh,
You
there'd be
feel the
louvers. It'd be an
louvers?
automatic.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it'd
Vest.
be perfect.
Yeah.
Continue
Get
to
some
grow
white
your,
sneakers.
continue to grow your hair out. Just cut it on the sides.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like Verge.
Verge is bringing up the fact that the E30 sounds insane because it's got an 8-to-1 collector on it.
Oh, that exhaust
does sound really
is
cool.
it
one
does
of the-
sound really bananas.
If there's anything I cherry pick off that one car, it would just be that exhaust setup, just
I like-
to mount on the wall.
I like that the wing's real big.
Big Wang gang.
Yeah, that's what I'm about.
What else do we got? Oh, I had something. It's not a callback. It's not a piece of news. It's just a little funny happenstance. A little something that happened
It's a little.
to me.
It's a sweet nothing.
It's a little sweet nothing.
Okay.
Um,
Is it from Joey Boo Boo?
no.
right.
Joe Boo Boo. Where's my lock cylinders for the Polo? I'm still looking for him. But
Oh.
so last night I go out to get Chinese food.
Yep.
And driving back to the house, and I'm coming down Waterman through Providence. If you local to the area, you know exactly what I'm talking about. To get on the bridge to go back to East Providence from the east side of Providence.
Yeah, on the old Red Bridge over
Yeah,
there.
two very different places. And I'm coming down Waterman, and there's no one around. There's no stop signs. There's nothing. And I'm getting some,
You're gonna give it all you
Yeah,
got.
I'm gonna get on the on ramp. Get on the on ramp, and I'm going through third, and you kind of go up this little hill, and you go to this turn. You can't see the top, and you can't see the highway that's in front of you.
Oh yeah.
I get to the top of this. There's a fucking kid rap squatting in the middle of the highway taking a selfie. I'm 65-ish miles an hour at this point, just about to click into fourth. He sees me. I see the fucking panic on his face. It was like a deer in headlights. Runs not to the side where there's a sidewalk, runs to the middle of the fucking highway.
Really?
Oh yeah. I go hard right lane, blow right the fuck by him. He throws his hands up at me.
You kidding me?
He was like fucking hands up, like, oh my God.
What do you?
like-
I mean, I've been known to rap squat, but you're gonna rap squat in the middle of a fucking highway?
and there was a fraction of a second where it was like, I'm gonna lock this bitch up and find out what this kid is doing. But
How was the kid? What was the kid wearing?
I don't know, dude. It wasn't a tracksuit.
Full
It wasn't.
tracksuit.
Then what's he doing rap squatting?
And I'm kind of like, what? Like, this leads me into my next little thing is
But if you wanted to do that, maybe a couple weeks ago when nobody was on the road.
or like have someone maybe at the bottom of the
A spotter.
he's totally blind.
If you're
totally
rap squatting in the middle of a highway, you don't have any friends.
Yeah,
So
totally blind.
Was there anybody else with him?
And I get back home and I think about it. I'm like, there wasn't a single person on the highway going the other direction, going my direction, anywhere around him. The sun comes down right behind him. So I bet
sweet picture.
I bet you it was a really fucking cool
Pitch and
picture.
shot. Pitch and
If
shot.
he got it, I bet it was a really cool picture. So I get it, but like, you almost died.
You
Right,
should have locked up the brakes, yelled, "What's your Instagram?
Tag me.
I want to see that. Yeah,
Tag me, bitch! Don't at me."
Oh my! I saw it and I was like, "Here, this is what happens. This is how it happens."
He was probably jogging and dropped a contact.
Dude, the rap squat in the middle of the highway.
Dude, that's awesome. What kind of rap squat was it? Was he doing the empty pizza box? Was he doing the...
Well, it's empty pizza box because one hand's
Invisible
out to take
pizza
the
box.
picture.
Oh,
One hand's out to take the picture. So it's
he
like,
was doing me and my friends.
yeah, me and like my arm around no one type thing, you know? Maybe he's going to shop someone in later, right?
Yeah, throw somebody else in there. Maybe Jessica Alba or something, you know? Really get the...
I almost ran this man over.
What's up? Hey.
And now I took the bridge to get back here and I'm like,
Shell
if I
shock.
fucking see this kid again, I'm going to die.
I'm going to give him a piece of my mind.
So wait, there was no car parked either.
Dude, nothing.
he just
was
walked
just
out
by
there
himself.
from the bike pass on the other side.
There's a bike. There's a sidewalk. That's the thing. There's a sidewalk on one side that you can ride a bike over from clear one point to the other.
Yeah, absolutely fine.
And when he chose to run, he ran to the middle of the highway where there's just a Jersey barrier.
Couldn't have been. It wasn't him?
No, he's
shitty.
he's so much smarter than that.
Yeah. Wow.
I just drove silent in the car, didn't say anything to myself, just thinking, like, what the fuck was this guy doing?
What the fuck just happened?
Verge just writes, was he saving a hurt kitty?
Yeah, he's probably looking for
It was a
kitties.
moose.
Oh
my God.
Wow.
Yeah. Which leads me to my next thing is I've seen the increase in stupidity on two-wheeled vehicles since all this is kind of
Two-wheel?
two-wheel,
Oh, yeah.
specifically two-wheeled vehicles.
Yesterday,
I'm waiting for mine to get done.
matter of fact, I believe you and I had a conversation about this, Corey, over the past weekend. The lack of respect for vehicles on road by pedestrians walking in road.
All-time high.
Yeah.
Legit
Never been higher.
walking
All-time
right
high.
towards me in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Completely disregarding that I was coming.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a road, man.
And I'm doing
It's a car
it's
road.
back road, so it's like 30.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, this idiot's not even looking at me.
Yeah.
So I'm slowing down. I'm not going to run her over. But like, that's the thing. It's just like, at what point are you going to take the car fucking hurtling at you seriously?
Yeah.
At what point?
And the
get
look
it.
is always like, what are you doing on the road?
Right. Like it's my fault.
Listen,
Yeah.
just because I'm in a neighborhood going 12,
Right.
not my problem.
Like
yeah.
if you prefer, I'll go fucking, use your lawn.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
fine.
drive through the goddamn
it's
lawn.
just, the stupidity is just at an all-time high.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I admire stupidity.
Do you
Very
know
nice
who
of
I
you.
am?
Yeah.
Do you have a
You know who my dad is?
Do you know who I am?
I have a very special set of skills.
So yeah, not news, nothing related to anything. It's just a little funny thing.
Just-
I was in a vehicle when it happened.
Yeah, vehicle tidbit.
Yeah.
I like that. I have seen a bunch of idiocy
On motorcycles,
people walking around, especially in Providence on Blackstone Boulevard, where when they ease restrictions, we should just have a car meet on there again.
when I left your
Which happened
house
Saturday.
the other day,
Mm-hmm.
coming down the highway to go home, there was a whole squad of them all on the highway, no helmets, fucking shorts and t-shirts, just all lined up across the highway, moving at like 40 miles an hour. Like no one can move by, no one can do anything. You just have to fucking sit and wait for them to do whatever they got to do and get off the highway.
Ugh.
It's, I don't know.
Our two-wheeled compadres.
Two-wheel compadres not doing so what?
No, not doing it for us.
Talking
Shouts
motorcycles.
talking motorcycles.
Yeah.
Shouts to talking
And
motorcycles.
new
Love
episode
motorcycle
came out
guys.
the
Love
other
them.
day.
Yeah.
Go
Talking about-
follow that.
Not acting like an idiot on two wheels. They just had Tom had his good friend on the Beeve. The Beeve is cool. He's a person who I
Normal guy.
yeah,
As
super
he
normal
said,
guy.
Normal guy.
I've never
normal
met
guy.
in person, but I've heard a ton about him, so it was nice to hear a little bit more.
Rides,
Check it out.
Rides the motorcycles, and they talk Isle of Man TT because
Yeah.
they went there and did some stuff together.
Oh, those two separate times, actually.
Big fan of the beef over here.
Yeah, big fan of the beef. No, he actually went, I think 2 years before Tom went. So they kind of experienced it 2 different times, 2 different ways. You know?
That's nice.
It
Prepare different ways for them.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Tom went as a group.
Right.
Yeah.
The beef went alone.
The beef stands alone.
Yeah. Any other questions?
moving right along. You had some YouTube stuff you wanted to
I had
yeah.
a bunch of multimedia stuff to discuss. Uh-oh. What is this?
What
Oh,
happened?
Okay. Nothing. Never mind. We're good.
You back?
Yeah.
All right. Deep in the multimedia.
Chris Harris in a Speedtail F-35 fighter jet.
Oh,
Versus an F-35 fighter jet.
Oh, that was one that was on.
it was on Top Gear.
Yeah,
Top
I
Gear.
haven't seen any Top Gear yet.
Neither have I.
Oh, you guys got to get it together.
I haven't seen any Top Gear yet. There's 2 things here.
Yep.
The pure joy you see radiating out of Chris Harris that he's able to do something like this, and this is where his life's path has took him. In the tone of his voice, it could have been no video, you just hear it audio, and you could have seen the smile, like his ears were getting in the way from how big his smile was.
Right.
For this, but also like just the chemistry between Patty and Chris.
Dude, that whole
They've
season.
nailed it.
The whole season's
I haven't seen anything yet.
top.
You keep saying it is, but like they nailed it. They nailed it. It's a perfect trio, and I hope nothing gets fucked up with it. I haven't seen much from the other dude, the cricket player, whatever the fuck his name is, Timothy or something.
Timothy.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Timmy.
Well, yeah, if you watch the show, he's literally in every one but that.
But I mean, what I'm referring to is a lot of the stuff you see publicly where, you know, with Chris Harris is kind of specifically always talking about Patty or commenting about Patty, and Patty's the same thing, vice versa. So I don't see much with the third bloke. Let's call him
That bloke.
that bloke.
That dude. I think
That
he's
bloke.
a cricket player.
The chap even.
Yeah, Timothy.
He's fucking great.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
He's great.
He's fantastic. He was great
great.
last
He's
season.
doing great.
Josh is gonna look up his real name.
I'm going to just, credit where credit's due here.
Timothy. Timothy's gonna be his real
God
name.
damn it. I know. It's right on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah,
Hold
I don't
on.
know.
I'm Googling.
But the chemistry is really kind of why I brought that up, because just the video is, I mean, maybe 5 minutes long.
Chris, Patty, and Freddie.
Freddie.
Yeah, so Timmy.
Freddie Flintoff.
Freddie Flintoff. He's the greatest cricket player of all time.
Also known as Timmy.
Also known as Timmy.
Old Timmy.
Just to see those guys interact with each other, and it just, you could watch that all day long, and there could be no car around at all, and it's wonderful.
True. Yeah. No,
Wonderful.
I've liked how that's going.
Big fan of that. I know you've watched it. I have not seen any of it yet. I cannot wait.
No, you definitely can because you've had 6 months.
Yo, it's not out yet for me.
What do you mean? Just download it like everybody else.
Oh, I haven't been able to find it.
I'll send you a link.
Yeah, literally, I've tried. I haven't been able to find it.
I was going to say, where can one find it? When's it come out in the U.S.?
I don't know. I don't think it ever comes out.
No.
Is it on Road and Track
I was
on
going to say,
demand?
doesn't Motor Trend?
There you go. Motor Trend.
Yeah, Motor Trend will get it, but I think you also get it on...
Motor Trend doesn't have it yet.
No, I think you also get it on, what's the BBC, I think, eventually gets it.
iPlayer, but
BBC
I don't...
America?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, it's available on the internet.
Yeah, it's out there somewhere. I haven't been able to track it down. But then again, I mean,
Didn't try that hard.
I could have just asked Charles because I know he had it.
Yeah, I do have a
Yeah.
link to it.
So, what else you got?
What do I got?
Yeah,
It's
any
interesting
YouTubes?
you ask. Yeah, I was watching. I've just been going through that Hoonigan Knucklebusters build, that 200-mile-an-hour diesel thing. They just dynoed it and made over 1,000 everything. It's beautiful. Dan's definitely the best Hoonigan. And then I saw Ryan Turek had a video tour of the Black Oak Garage and he had a walk around of the 4586. It's awesome. And just seeing how much of the real deal that guy is. I mean, I know he's a real deal driver, but obviously, and I've seen other videos with him. Probably said it before. That dude is a real deal car dude, heavy into it. And Fosberg's there, who's also running this fucking garage, and he's a real deal maniac. Just it's the ultimate bro hangout spot, their garage. And it's it's interesting. So I subscribe to both their channels. So hopefully see something else coming up. I saw Fosberg did a video with Larry Chen, the Hoonigan Autofocus, about his forever car, and it's a 280Z with an RB25 all Mac daddied out in it, and it's serious business. Really good looking car.
Is that too difficult of a question for us to ask here?
What's that?
Forever car?
To who?
Us in general? Because I'd have a hell of a time answering that.
What car you keep forever?
Yeah. Or just not even keep, just like what's one that you either have or don't have, but that would be the ultimate machine, dare I say.
That's an interesting question.
Super fucking easy for me to answer.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. So what do you get, Josh? Are you the one?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So
How
you don't know?
Seeing how you have no idea. What
I
do you
think
got?
about it all the time.
Well, there'd be variations. That's why. Like,
If I could have one, I could just go out and I could just say, yeah, and it just gets dropped off. It'd be a 93 Cobra SVTR. Like it would just.
as is.
As is.
Wow.
That would be it. Just fucking leave it in my driveway.
What color?
It only came in red. So.
Okay.
Guess we go in red.
Yeah.
So that'd be it then, huh?
Wow.
If money was no
93
option, have it repainted white.
Really not much movement there. Not much room for movement.
It is what it is.
Right.
All 220 horsepower.
So that's what I.
Dude, that would
the
just be
fact
it.
that you would be contempt with that.
That's
That'd be it.
What's that? Is that the same body as that saline we saw down the street from here?
Yeah, and actually, I saw the gentleman driving it.
That thing was fucking serious.
The gentleman driving it looks exactly how you think he looks.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Like, if you drew him, that's him.
I like those. Yeah, those cars are cool as
Same exact body, just red.
hell. Yeah, those cools are cars. Cools are cars
Yeah.
as
I
hell.
just pulled one up. I knew what they looked like, but I wanted.
You got to
see
get
it.
R.
Okay,
Just R at the
SV2
end.
Cobra R. All right.
Yeah. Very important that it's the R.
Gotta have the R.
I think they save like 3 pounds.
What do those
And-
things go for, Core?
Funny money.
Like
Yeah.
hundreds of
Dollars.
dollars?
Dollars.
Literally
Dollars.
hundreds of tens of dollars.
There weren't very many of them, and
Yeah.
they're typically all silly, low mileage, never really got driven.
So you gotta find a beater.
Yeah, well, no, then you just have to kind of fucking deal with someone that never used it for so long.
Right.
Yeah, there you go, Josh.
Ultra rare 1993 Cobra R, only 107 ever made.
Yeah.
5 liter NA overhead valves, gasoline, 5-speed manual.
Same motor.
Sold for a sale price of $80,000.
Perfect. How many miles on that bitch?
1,401.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck.
I didn't know Mustang guys could keep it in the pants so long. You know, that's serious business.
Yeah, those guys are gentlemen though. That's a little different.
That's a gentleman's steed.
Yeah, different than the newer Mustang guys.
Not to be confused with the Corvette guys.
Yeah.
That V8 engine producing a whopping 235 horsepower.
235 is it's not true.
4-wheel.
Not true.
That was on the best build day of said 100.
That's certainly to the crank.
That's to the crank.
Opal gray cloth, vinyl upholstery, 17-inch wheels, backseat air conditioning, radio delete, power window and lock delete, original window sticker still affixed.
That's it.
That's a looker.
There she is.
That's a looker. Tri-spoke wheels.
If it was just a question, someone said, "Hey, if you can answer this in 10 seconds, it can be yours." I mean, that thing, it couldn't even come out of my mouth fast enough.
That's impressive.
Josh is just dumbfounded.
I've seen this thing before. Matter of fact, I think I sent you this exact link to this particular.
I'm sure you
one.
have. Yeah.
My God.
Oh, it's got the upgraded Speedo.
That's
big
considered
Speedo.
upgraded?
Yeah, because all of them ended at 85.
Okay.
This one ends at 90.
This one ends at
Oh, 120?
a whopping 140.
Oh, 140.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
I would not want to be inside the thing at 140 miles an hour.
The likelihood of you actually getting it, I don't think so.
Yeah.
It'd take a little while.
That would be it right
Yeah,
there.
That's the one.
That's the one.
There it is.
That's a good buy.
Wow.
So, Josh, with that inspiration,
Yeah. What do you got? Maybe an IROC Z?
I don't know if I can boil it down to one. I don't know if I can.
You boil it down to one. Just give us one.
Oh, well, then E46 M3. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
you can make that happen. Yeah, yeah.
Still just
I'm not taking that
that's
one.
it.
It's definitely a possibility.
It's still just like,
I feel like that's way more
boxes and-
feasible than mine.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
oh yeah, it's definitely
You
feasible.
go get one like right now. Woodside it.
Matter of fact, I would take, what's it called?
CSL.
No. So that's the thing is like CSLs are cool, but
Not for daddy.
not for me.
I get it.
but the green colored Oxford green.
Oxford green. Was it?
Oxford's
That wasn't
strong.
Boston. Boston was E36, right?
Boston was E36.
Yes.
Oxford was what my old 5 Series was.
Ooh, beautiful color.
It's,
Beautiful
it's
color.
one
Boston
of my
was more
favorites.
blue.
What color interior?
Oh, I black.
Black?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
you
got
wouldn't go
that.
cinnamon?
Not on green. Then you look too Christmassy.
I would go cinnamon.
I already
so
look
fast.
close. I already look close enough to Santa. I don't need to, try to elaborate
To really
and
bring it out.
emphasize that.
Yeah, I'm really digging the salt and pepper you got going on.
If
it's
I
looking really nice.
if I drove around in a green car with red seats and had these rosy cheeks, it's the end of it.
Yeah.
What about you over there?
I mean, I got 2 or 3 cars that I would never sell. I'm kind of undecided on one of them.
You got one you don't own?
Yeah, I have to get a Lancia 037. That would be just, it would never,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care if it's force. I don't give a shit about if it's fast. A
Yeah.
Lancia 037, that's mine.
Yeah.
That's the one.
I mean, because Josh, you didn't say it had to be the only car.
It just had to be a
it's just
forever car.
forever
Yeah,
car.
that would be
Yeah.
100%.
But like seeing Fosberg's, like his 280Z with an RB,
yeah.
if I had that car, I would never ever sell it.
Yeah.
Like that's a car I'd just keep forever. It's a car I don't want to build because I've seen like the Mighty Car Mods guys did one.
Mhm.
And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to have to do that. All the re-rent stuff you have to do, etc. It's probably worth it, but Jesus, I wouldn't do it. And then, yeah, that's probably it. Actually, they put out a new video. They got one of the cars they drove in Japan came back, like the Nissan Sprinter Ultra Turbo. It's a 1 liter supercharged, turbocharged thing.
Yep.
It's pretty hilarious. This is a car I'd never want.
See, that's the. Yeah, I want something. I want something with no power, not for forever car, but now just elaborating off that. I want something with like minimal power that's just super light. That's go-kart-esque, but still a car.
Like a Noble M12.
Something, yeah, just something like that you can bring very high up in the rev range, and just hear whine out everywhere and still not worry about like breaking speed limits.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
Same thing with the Stang.
a K car.
You can't rev it up and you can't break a speed limit. So.
Yeah. Break a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of human bones. Yeah, 037's my fucking ride, man. They're so expensive now. Hopefully this whole thing crashes and Daddy can get one cheap.
There was an interesting. I'd have to go back, but Chris Harris has a very interesting take on that. Things crashing in particular.
The 037?
No. Like
No,
market.
just the market in general.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
There was a couple things. I didn't read it enough to elaborate on it, but it was just he kind of laid it out to whereas it may not be as good for car enthusiasts as we might first think.
Yeah. I don't think he's right, but
Yeah. It's and I don't know enough to say yay or nay, but to me, you're like, well, if people are getting rid of this shit, then how can that be bad?
I'm holding.
Like,
Yeah.
So I don't know. What else we got for YouTubes?
Let's see. What else?
That's all I got. That's all I got.
I have new Project Binking. Simply put, they just found a way to sneak porn onto YouTube. It's just, they're not building a car anymore. They're just filming pornography. That's all it is.
What?
It's just,
Judging by the two hosts of it, I'm out now.
it's just, they're just on a totally different, you know how you see the memes that says we're living in 2020 and this
And
person's
they're-
living in, they're just
Playing chess while everybody else playing checkers.
they're not even,
Three-dimensional chess.
three-dimensional chess, fucking, I don't know. It's just, it's too much for me to comprehend. They're on a different level.
What exactly is tickling your fancy this much? What phase of
Everything. So we've mocked how long they've been building this car, right?
Yes.
Something, a bracket that they decided to put on the vehicle 7 years ago, now is just like, whoop, comes back into play. Oh, remember that bracket we decided we were going to build and just mount off of the oil dipstick tube? It's like, okay. And now they just like put the like alternator on and just like, oh, that's where it goes.
So for instance, at the time they were building it, it may have had a bend or a hole or a crease in a very specific spot with no reasoning.
And the thought
And
is,
suddenly,
no, it's just like they do that stuff and they're like, oh, it'll come into play later.
right.
And it's just like later you would think in a week, a month,
That's
7 years, 6 years later, whatever it is. Now all of a sudden this hole that they drilled and tapped now just comes into play.
makes perfect sense. To have that foresight.
Exactly. It's just and it's just the engine they're working on, the engine and the gearbox. Like that's it. Like,
Right.
we don't even have a car anymore.
Right. They're not even.
And they mount an enormous turbo to this fucking thing.
That's my guy.
The 35R. So like it is a big fucking turbo going in a Mini and a 4-cylinder. It's fucking enormous.
They went 35R?
Yeah, it's
Oh, wow.
enormous. So,
Good for them.
Yeah, shouts to those guys.
I'm excited because I think the next episode is going to be the wiring loom they're making because they're making a full custom wiring loom for it.
No, the next like 5 episodes is going to be the wire loom, I hope.
I think at the end of this one, they said, I think the next one will be the wiring loom.
Just that.
Yeah, because they have to have it all in place, which is, again, this is something that they said as they were creating this custom engine bay. There's all these holes and ports and pass-throughs, and it'll come into play. So I can't wait to see that. It's going to be all bulkhead connectors. It's going to be all a mil-spec harness. So like,
Yep.
that's all going to come into play, and it's just snapping together like Legos on a car that's completely custom and one-off.
That do you think they're not working off? In other words, they're not working off of and developing something real time. It seems like they have this thing laid out.
I don't know, because some things sound like something. So they had a very solid when they started this. It is going to be a Mini. It's going to have this drivetrain. It's going to have power windows, power this, power that. It's going to have all of this, air conditioning, everything, right?
Yeah.
And then everything else they've done has been just a way to make those like solid
big check boxes work.
Yeah, make it happen. It just has.
They put a 35R in it? It's a 4-cylinder?
Yeah, it's enormous.
How big of, what's the displacement?
It's a Celica GT4 engine, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know anything about it.
So like a 2?
It's like a 2-liter or something. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know where they go.
2.2.
I don't know where they're going with
Thank you,
it.
killing for a living.
Yeah.
Also, shout for that name. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's a cool one. I don't know where they're going with it, but it's GTX
or GT?
GTX.
Okay.
GTX something R. Like it's
GTX 35R?
It's a big turbo. Like
So you know the inlet? Are there holes around the... outside
No,
of the
there's
inlet?
no holes. There's no holes.
Might not be GTX.
Yeah.
So according to this, if it's this, do you know what that GT4 motor is? Is it from the
It's 2.2 liter.
3rd generation, or there's a 2-liter version, which is a 3S GTE? I just don't know what one.
I think if you're going 35R, you go what's the biggest one?
That's what I've seen so far. That's all I got so far.
Killing for a living.
Yeah.
With 2.2.
Yeah. Oh wait, here we go.
That's awesome.
So anyway, it's just they've found a way to put, like I said, porn on YouTube because it's driving
getting you there.
me
Get you.
crazy.
Getting you
Makes
there.
it-
Let's just kind of
Makes it dance around a little
pause this real quick for you.
What are you pausing?
But like that is just for you to see.
Oh, yeah.
That's just an enormous turbo.
Wow, it's really
And the
nicely.
And
The package they created.
I was just gonna say the getting that compact enough to fit
Yeah.
in that engine bay.
So, I mean, you know, like this little like bracketry, like this stuff they made here, like they tapped a hole specifically for this oil return line.
Yep.
Like, I don't even know how long ago. I don't even know at this point.
Right, but
And
so,
it's just like, oh, remember that? Like, here it is. It's here.
so to some extent, they do have a lot of this stuff planned out. Again, if we're talking something that they did 5 years ago,
Everything's been planned out. It's just like they have to have some like master list written down somewhere. Like, this is why we did this so long ago.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if I did something a week ago and I come back to it now, I'm like, wait, what the fuck was I doing?
scratching
no
your
idea.
head.
Yeah, what was going on? What am
Yeah.
I doing? So yeah, obviously I've been pushing Project Binky hard since day one. So
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds pretty hard.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, yeah, 2 years. We're almost 2 years in here,
yeah,
and we've been talking about it ever since.
yeah, and we will be for quite a long
Continuing,
period of time.
Yeah.
Here's a quick video I did not watch,
Let me hear
but I started it. I didn't get to finish it. It's called Love It, the Red Line. It's All IS Roof and the 80-year history of Roof.
Oh.
It's popped up everywhere for me. I started it, but I mean, Call of Duty. So
Yeah. Call of Duty called in.
yeah. So I got going there. It's a pretty cool video. The minute I'm in, but
Hey,
I plan
take
on
it.
watching the rest of it. Maybe report back. Josh just dropped it in there, and then I know Chuck's kind of got the controls over there. I don't know if you can break up an Instagram over.
An Instagram?
Yeah, but there's a gentleman
Who's
who
Instagram?
It's not large, right?
No.
Not the large gentleman, is it?
No.
There it is.
Instagram is _FRASER73. And he's been doing something very interesting.
Frasier, like the
like the TV
television
show
program. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. So, for those of you listening,
Whoa, that's super cool.
Frasier has been making Group B Audi Legos.
And-
reproduction photos.
scenes.
Right. Reproducing the scenes from iconic images.
Oh, and he posts. Oh wow, so he posts the real picture and
The real picture, the Lego picture, and then like kind of the behind the scenes photo.
yeah.
Josh, that one you clicked on is actually my favorite one he's
That
done.
is absolutely
The snow one
fucking
is
phenomenal.
obnoxious.
I DM'd him to see if I could get a picture, pay for a picture or something of some sort because I want to print it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I haven't gotten an answer, but
His
Man.
Instagram name once again is _FRASER73.
Yeah.
And it is really cool Lego reproduction photos of Group B moments. I don't see the one of it. Never mind, too soon. But
That
it's
one-
really cool. The podium shots.
Oh my god.
that one's really cool.
So cool.
That's so good.
So that's yeah, that's some really cool shit.
Yeah, so shouts to this guy. I hope I can pay for a picture of some sort. I don't give a shit even if it's fucking watermarked. I just want it to print it and frame it. Just because it's so cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
It's Lego. It's Group B. It's just paradise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the behind the scenes photos are pretty funny because there's like one of them, there's a bunch of trees. It's an Audi coming, like drifting through a forest.
One with the Millennium Falcon and Chewbacca in the background.
And as he's filming this, like the foliage he's using in the background of Lego is all a bunch of little tiny Lego trees.
Yep.
But in the photo, you can't tell. Like it just looks like legitimate trees because of whatever.
blur.
Right.
Yeah. However, he what is that called? Bokeh? Was that
Okay.
called?
For that, I
Buki?
mean that
Dookie?
it's
Bukkake?
just you're almost creating a
Bukkake,
panning
Yeah.
motion.
Oh yeah, that is So I see exactly which one you're talking about. He's like hitting a jump, and there's trees in the background,
Yeah.
and then it shows it's on the Twitch right now. It shows behind the scenes. There's like half a tripod holding the car in the air, and Lego trees in the background.
Yeah.
That is
So
wow.
it's super, super cool. Yeah, I've been having a great time. I actually turned on post notifications for this guy. So anytime he fucking posts a new photo, I was like,
Is that the only post notification you have turned on?
that. And, there's one other thing actually. We're going to talk about that.
I was just gonna say, can we not talk about that here?
No, it's,
One remains private.
it's still on for, Jordans for like
Shoes?
sneaker releases. Yeah.
Oh
yeah, yeah.
shit. Speaking of that,
Yeah. Speaking of The Last Dance. Woo!
gotta continue. I haven't seen
5 or 6.
I haven't seen the latest. Yeah.
Number 5 is the best one so far.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited to get into that. I haven't
you
watched
started?
season 1. No,
All right.
I'm waiting for it to be done so I can blast it.
But yeah, blast right through.
Blast through the whole
Smart
thing.
move. Number 5, best episode yet.
I'm watching currently, if we're doing unrelated, I'm watching the new Beastie Boys. It's a 2-hour thing that Spike Jonze did, documentary on the Beastie Boys. And I was watching it this morning and I was like, man, I wish I was like 14 years old in 1984 growing up in New York City.
That's
because
what Contribution Chris is saying the same thing.
it is just, I mean, from all the stuff I love, it's just, oh my God, the place was just wild then. The
He was talking
hardcore
about a
scene,
video
the
they
rap
showed,
scene.
yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, and, we talked about it before. I think when would you wish you were came up, man? I'll tell you that. You give me the 80s in New York City as like a teenager.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Skateboarding, punk scene, graffiti. Oh, so cool. So anyways,
super
check that out.
interesting.
It's a really cool video. It's exclusive to Apple TV or other websites where you can download stuff.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to give some stuff away?
Yeah. Let's draw some names.
Yeah, we're drawing some names.
For a particular
Giveaways
event that happened?
Before we get into the questions and all that.
Soma Imports just asked, speaking of Legos, what Lego kit did Corey choose to donate? It was in the feed. It was a DB5 Aston Martin.
Aston Martin James Bond DB5.
Yeah.
Super cool. Machine gun
And
headlights.
shouts to Audi Exclusive
Yeah.
because he got it and it shipped out and he should see it, I think, tomorrow.
Awesome.
Sweet.
What else we got, Josh? What are we giving away? We're going to recap. We got a 7-hour podcast-a-thon this weekend.
Yeah, actually, we should just talk about that a little bit.
Let's talk about it. Then we'll give shit away.
Yeah, we got to announce a couple things. So,
yep. We're doing another one
this Saturday.
No.
The Mother's Day podcast-a-thon.
No, seriously, everybody listening on the Twitch, everybody who watches us on YouTube, and everybody, of course, who listens to the podcast every week, we truly cannot thank you enough for all your generous donations. With all of those donations tallied up, we raised $3,800. So
woo!
I actually wrote a check to a fund called the Tomorrow Fund on Monday, and I put that check in the mail. Off of Corey's suggestion, we started to look them up, and almost instantly as you go around, you really understand what they do. And I wanted to be transparent with everybody, because initially we said, we want to help those out who are in need from COVID-19. And what I wanted to do was make sure that there was some sort of tie-in to that, because like I said, we wanted to be transparent and make sure that everybody's money is going towards what we said it was going to go towards. So I needed to make a connection. And that connection with the Tomorrow Fund was, it makes perfect sense when I spoke to the lady, and that was what they do is provide service to families that are suffering from children with cancer. So basically, they cover all of the parking passes. They cover food. They cover, to a certain extent, housing. All of the things that people have to think about on top of their children being sick, they try to alleviate and help with all that they can. Now, how that ties into the COVID-19 stuff, one thing I didn't even think about is that basically, unfortunately, some of these households or families, they're being told that if they're parents, they can't work because their children are too susceptible. They're very high risk.
Yes.
So the doctors and the teams of doctors are telling the parents, hey, with all this going on, you can't work, even if they are essential employees, et cetera, et cetera. They're basically being forced to stay home, rightfully so, because they want to make sure the children are taken care of. If there's any, a lot of times this stuff, when people are going through chemo, you have weaker immune systems, et cetera, et cetera. So that's the reasoning why. So there was my tie into COVID-19. It made instant sense. And that was it. So it's all going to the Tomorrow Fund. The check's already in the mail. They actually should see that within a day or two. But seriously, thank you, everybody, because this worked out 1,000 times better than we.
Yeah, spectacularally.
Quite literally 1,000 times better.
Thought. Yeah, I honestly thought, all right, if we get to $500, cool, and then
we'll be out here, have a nice little weekend.
Yeah. Right. And little did we know, starting at 10:30 and ending at about 5:30, maybe a little bit after that, 7 hours deep. It just worked out as good as it possibly could have. Short of some webcam issues that we had.
No, we worked through those.
We worked through it. Everybody stuck around, watched everything. So it was awesome.
One thing I did want to bring up is that the Tomorrow Fund is primarily based off of going out and doing fundraisers, which that is 100% eliminated right now. So like for the past 3-ish months, maybe even more, they've had zero ability to do anything besides someone just stumbling upon them and deciding to send them some money, which we did.
Yeah. So their main, I spoke to Lisa at the Tomorrow Fund. So their main fundraiser was actually a walkathon that was scheduled for April 23rd, I think it was, something like that. Obviously that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And a main means of income for them is just now gone, and they don't know when they're going to have that again. So truly, she was ecstatic and truly caught off guard. And we all started her Monday off very well. So thank you to everybody. Truly means a lot. And just an all around good event.
Yeah. Thanks a ton.
You know, it would be a hilarious fundraiser that we should definitely do: the Revival Motoring 5K. And it'd be just such a fucking disaster.
Well, I mean, you could run a 5K.
Yeah.
You definitely could.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially how I'm dressed currently.
Well, the fact that you run on the treadmill every day. I mean,
I run a lot.
Yeah.
But like just for a bunch of burnout car guys,
right?
To run a 5K. I mean, it's literally like from here to the Comedy Connection and back's a 5K.
Yeah.
We could easily
my 6-year-old nephew ran it in October.
So we should make that happen. Also, if you did not see our podcast-a-thon, if you go to twitch.tv/revival motoring, it is on there for another week and a half.
Yeah.
You got 7 hours of content.
I was just gonna say,
7 hours. There's a bunch of clips on there. There's one called Chuck Who Ruins the Event, and it's me doing a burnout. Toby's on there. A lot of clips have been cut out, but if you want to just scroll through, see us take 4 to 5 hours trying to light a grill. We had a lot of fun, man. And it's thanks to you guys for watching, because that would have been absolutely horrific if you all just gave us money at the beginning and made us sit there for 7 hours.
Right.
It was your right to
you and this is what I wanted to emphasize to the Tomorrow Fund, was just like, look, we put this thing on, we did this, but the reason we were there for 7 hours is because of the listeners. The reason we were there is because of the fans of the show and because of these generous and great people. So truly, you guys are a huge, huge part of that. And we thank you very, very much.
This woman must have been like, who are you? What do you do?
She was caught off guard because I didn't say what we were donating at first. I kind of gave her a 15 to 20 second spiel of, hey, here's who I am. This is going to sound weird. Here's what I do. Not sure if you know what Twitch is, but here's what we did.
Hey, we did it for a couple weeks ago.
Right.
So.
Yeah, exactly. And just kind of, once she kind of got the gist of it and knew, like, this isn't a prank call.
Yeah.
She was just absolutely ecstatic. I ended up talking to her for just about a half hour.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. A little
awesome.
Shy of a half hour.
Strong connection.
And she actually was kind of asking, our advice, on how to set up something like that. Cause they were, again, looking at alternative ideas to continue to do what they do. And they obviously need means to raise money. So, she was just kind of picking my brain about the live stream, how that works, what we used, all that sort of stuff. So hopefully, that helps them even more.
I mean, if she wants us to come on, make it a party.
Well, actually she did invite us down there once things, kind of get back to normal. So we can take a tour of the place and, see,
I'll go.
See, where things are our donation went essentially.
Sweet.
And maybe just try to keep them in mind for, whatever we do in the future as well.
Yeah. Sounds awesome.
With that said,
We got some
everybody
shit to give away.
who donated, we want to make, we want to give out some stuff. So basically what I did, was I printed out the list of everybody who donated, which was a whopping 8 pages. And that's like, single space, single line. It was a shit ton. So, I cut those out. They are all in a box here. We can shake this box up and pull names from a hat, if you will. We already gave away the leather, knob to Ollie, during the live stream. So we have this metal shift knob here from FF Metalworks that fits a Volkswagen Mark 1, 2, or 3. We can give that away first.
You drawing a name, Josh?
I'm going to shake this box.
You got a drum roll?
I'm not looking. Antonio Watson.
Antonio Watson.
So let me put his name.
You got a pen? Yeah, we got Josh is writing it down. It is now official. It is in ink. There you go.
Congratulations.
There's that one. We also have some tumblers to give away. I think we made, or we'll have about 5 of those to give away. So tumblers, if you can't see this or if you're listening, we're talking about like a travel mug.
Big drink cups. If you are watching, Corey's holding one.
It's a 20-ounce drink cup, hot, cold.
Looking at it strangely.
Yeah. It's a very foreign object.
So we have at least 5 of those to give away.
Oh, boy.
So let's go pick these right now.
High energy.
High energy.
We're going to rapid fire here. This truly wasn't planned. John Ingalls.
Johnny Ingalls is finally. Let's not ship it to him.
Yeah.
One for Jingles.
Let's just pull again.
One for Jingles. Let me pull one?
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to pull one. Let me write this down.
Handgun Pat, welcome to the chat. You're live.
Live with the boys of
All right, this is
summer.
for a tumbler.
Here we go.
Adam Bloom. Oh, my favorite.
So
I wish I
Adam
knew that
Bloom-
before I shipped this out today.
So
Big
that's
shout
why
to
I
Adam
hadn't
Bloom.
shifted the other knob yet, just in case.
That's all right.
Adam Bloom one going to him as well.
Chuck, you trying to pull one?
Yeah, let me pull one.
Get your little hands in there.
We got one here for Matthew Colfer.
Matthew Colfer.
Big shout to Matthew Colfer. Big tumbler for your mans.
20 on
Colfer.
tumbler.
Rocks.
How many tumblers we got, Josh?
5 in total.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's get this drum roll going again.
Another giveaway. What else we have here?
I'm reaching deep in there.
Oh, yeah, he's deep in there.
Deep in there. Let me see here. What do we got?
That was creepy.
Dylan Keener,
Dylan Keenan, TD!
also known as TDs. Oh wait, he put a design on the cup. Oh yeah, he should get one.
Yeah. What did he get? He
Is
put a design on the
TD's
cup?
TD's, this is the first one I don't think he's here for.
He might be busy today. He was working on his car earlier. I saw that.
TDs, shouts TDs.
Shouts to
All right.
TD's.
What is
Miss you,
this
buddy.
last tumbler?
Last tumbler.
Jack Dean.
Jackie
Dean.
Dean.
Jack Dean.
Rocks.
The hammer. Big shout, buddy. Thanks for donating.
All right, next one is going to be the Night Demons donation. So it should be a shirt and some stickers.
A shirt and some stickers. Let's get it going. Old Charlie Justice pulling her out. Knuckle deep. Anna McGrath.
Oh,
Oh. Got some Night Demons swag coming your way.
Shouts to the hard ass work she put in.
Shouts to that hard work.
for the virtual D.
The virtual D. She made it rain.
Don't forget the RS coasters.
Really did make it rain.
The
Yes,
RS
yes.
coasters?
Tedious
Yes.
isn't here. Tedious, you just won something. A tumbler. Congratulations.
High energy.
The high energy threw in.
So yeah, I don't want to forget that. From Tony at Black Magic.
Tony at Black
Metalworks.
Magic Metalworks.
Not to be confused with TONY. That would be TOGNA.
Yes, Tedious,
Is
you won.
donating a set of BBS RS metal coasters. So laser engraved RS coasters. That's going to be up for grabs right now.
Tedious literally just wandered into the chat.
He wandered into the chat and won.
His
You
ears
won.
must have been ringing.
Give me a
Let's
drum
see.
roll, baby.
Drum roll. Hold on. There's some real deep in there.
Oh, wow.
And they're mixed up. I'm
Oh,
just
wow.
going. Jared Landry.
Jared Landry.
Jared Landry.
Big show.
Is that the last thing, Josh?
Yes.
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 Yeah. Tumblers, Night Demon stuff,
Do we have any posters or
posters. We do have some posters.
We got
So
posters?
we can.
How many posters do we have?
Want to give away some of those?
Let's give away some posters.
Couple, two,
Give away
three.
some
Hey,
posters.
Jared Landry's Rotto Blues G60.
Oh, wait.
Hey,
Hey.
what's up, Rotto Blues? Congrats, buddy.
Yeah. Let's
Let's go deep,
posters.
deep down for a poster.
We're deep into
This
the
one's,
poster.
this
Here we
one's
go.
tangled up. What do we got? Eugene McCann.
Eugene McCann.
McCann. Oh, Connor.
What?
Connor McCann. I know it's Connor McCann because when I paid him for my stuff, he said it's going to come up as Eugene. Yeah, Connor.
Connor
McCann.
McCann. Wiz, that's a loss for us, boys. Ship that thing down.
Yeah.
Connor Eugene McCann.
We're now bankrupt.
We may have to hang on to that one for a
Yeah,
little
we
while.
have to figure something out
we're
for
gonna,
you.
We're going to get it out to you. We're going to put a bunch of shit in there. You just have to send us
I need
a
way
bunch of
more chocolate,
caramel
yeah.
chocolate.
You just have to send us a shipping label. Just kidding. Let's dig back in there, Corey. Let's go.
we get some more
How many
going?
more names are going for? Two more?
Let's go.
Rock,
Let's go.
rock.
Yeah, let's do two more.
Two more. Oh, Pete. Ransom Pete.
Ransom Pete.
Ransom Pete.
What, he just win a
Pete
poster?
Ferraro. Just won a poster.
Ransom Pete
Let's
in
go
the
one
chat
more.
room.
Look at this one trying to make its way out the bottom. You started disqualified.
GQ. Let's get this last one going.
There's another one poking out the bottom.
Last one. And the winner is
Patrick Kutu.
Patrick.
I don't know his Instagram name. Oh, P. Coots. P. Coots on Instagram. Yes.
P. Coots. Wait, Handgun Pat is P. Coots?
Oh, all right.
This all makes
You got to
sense
keep
now.
your names all together.
You just won a poster.
Poster and some stickers.
It's a big picture of Josh.
Yeah.
For your locker.
Yes, the poster has nothing to do automotive. Matter of fact, you remember that Costanza episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Summer of George?
No, or is that the one where he poses in his underwear?
Yeah, that's something different. But yeah.
No, we will get. Matter of fact, we're going to try to get stickers out to everybody who donated.
I started on that project today.
Yeah,
Went downhill rapidly.
So it just truly just to
Sticker machines had better
show
days.
some appreciation, and then everybody who won, we will get to shipping this stuff as soon as tomorrow. So again, thank you very much for your donations. It went to a great cause. It's going to help some people out, and you guys are great. So that's it for the podcast-a-thon.
Oh,
Want to get into
what a good time.
Some
it was,
questions?
it was awesome.
Now let's get into that one Porsche.
Oh, yeah.
Shit! Yes, I forgot about that. Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Revival motoring. Live with the boys of summer.
I think that noise should be the Porsche noise.
I love
that's a
it.
Porsche noise.
Anytime we talk royalty, we have to
Gotta bring it up.
You got to cue that. So what Chuck means is yesterday, was it yesterday?
On the internet,
On the internet's yesterday or the day before,
a couple days ago, what surfaced was a perforated Porsche.
also known as the the perforated Porsche is the best term for it,
Also known as the world's most dangerous 911.
or was titled as the lightest 911.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what it was titled
Oh,
as?
yeah.
I don't get it.
So this man took a hole saw and just drilled saws and everything, hole drill, and just drilled holes and everything on the whole Porsche. To the point where I honestly think the windshield was the strongest part of the car.
I don't understand why. And I would really like to know what the thought process was behind it. I think maybe he started with something, right?
Right.
A piece that people typically might lighten.
I'll tell you what he
maybe
started with.
Maybe gusset.
With a
some
hole
things.
saw.
Yeah. No. A piece of the vehicle.
Yeah.
And maybe he just said, you know what? I like this.
I'm going to put holes in everything.
I'm going to keep going. I'm thinking the windshield's not going to go on the car. It might just be like screen from like a screen door because that's technically perforated.
Right.
And lighter than glass. So
Right.
I don't know. I don't get it. I took a look through all the pictures today. The transmission casing was probably the most peculiar thing of everything for me.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah.
That and the rearview mirror hanger, which is obviously just going to cut someone's entire head open.
See, so the rearview mirror thing I thought was actually pretty cool.
Oh, it was cool looking.
It looked, yeah, exactly. It looked cool. It looked like a little bit more of a jewelry thing. I know who's the gentleman out in California. His Instagram name I think is Slang 500. He's the one who built that crazy 356 with like the Macintosh sound system in it at Loft a few years ago. He's big into like kind of jewelry hardware like that. This guy was clearly on a different level than him.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, we looked, I forgot what car we looked at with a fuel line was like running through the inside of the cabin. So it was like, yeah, you can see if there's any air in the fuel. Like, yeah, but if you get an accident, everybody's going to die.
was.
Well, I know that's a big Rod Emery thing.
Right.
But it's also a factory thing. So I know it's kind of like
It runs up the hoop of the car, the fuel,
right down the center.
inside the
Yeah.
cabin.
Yeah, it's
I'm out on old Porsche, boys.
yeah. But it's not the right way to. I mean,
Right.
There's a reason why it's not done that way anymore.
So,
right?
I mean, to elaborate on it, literally any place you could fit a hole,
A hole's a hole.
your man's put a hole
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
on anything. The
Anything.
dash, just the dash is my favorite. I think I said that to you guys. The dash is my favorite part.
The steering wheel, right? But then the spokes of the steering wheel,
Dude, I
We're
just if you hit a curb, that car would disintegrate around you.
Or
you
what
would
did you say?
you would literally land running.
yeah.
Like the car wouldn't even stop you at all.
So there's such thing as like gusseting.
Yes.
You know,
or dimple dies, I believe.
Dimple dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To add a little bit of strength.
Right. To a
Absolutely.
big piece of sheet metal.
That there's
yeah.
maybe a couple 2 tree.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy, he's drilling holes and everything, and then nothing's even like gusseted anyway. So like, it's not, I don't know the plural of that, but gusseted.
Gusseted.
Yeah.
It's a past plural.
Yeah, Munich.
Yeah.
He's just drilling into a hole. How many bits do you think he went through?
He went through a lot of bits, my man. Although those things aren't that stout metal wise. It's funny because there was a lot of love and a lot of hate, which was granted. It came like if someone had done that to any other make a car, the whole intro would just be like, this guy's a fucking idiot.
Right. That's a very good point is the fact that
You
it's
do that to like a Civic hatch.
It's a Porsche.
Cut that guy a pass.
The interesting thing to me is when you get into an older Porsche like that, right? There's a feeling of stoutness and like it's very solid. You're driving something very like sturdy down the road, even for its age. This guy took all of that, all the stuff that people love so much about getting in an old Porsche, the feeling of it and the essence of it, and just fucking threw it into the ocean.
Yes.
And then just started drilling holes and everything.
Yep.
Now, all the metal he took out of the car, do we think he recycled it?
Yeah, he probably built another Porsche with it. He probably recycled it into Fuke wheels.
Yeah, I don't know.
Say definitely melted it down.
Yeah, made it into a beautiful chain. I don't know. It was just a weird thing. It was just like, how are you gonna? It's crazy.
Every once in a while, things like that pop up on the internet. I don't quite understand them.
What are we meant to understand?
You know, and I wish there was like maybe like a story or an explanation to go along with just like 20 pictures.
I saw like a shitty Facebook picture link. You know. And
yeah, that's all it was. It was like 20 pictures. But what do you got, Josh?
I finally brought the thing up back on my phone because I was looking forward to just find more pictures of it again because I wanted to revisit it with my eyes.
I want to revisit it with my eyes.
He started down a path.
Oh, and he just went for it.
And never stopped.
Speaking of a path, I'm going on a path real quick.
Okay.
All right, you do you.
And of course, this thing's not loading.
I just don't quite know, like, what is the end goal for this gentleman? Where is he looking to end up?
I think just that the title, Lightest 911.
Okay, so Lightest 911. Take Joey Seeley.
Yeah.
And Project Nasty. Joey Seeley set out, he said, I'm going to build a Porsche and I'm going to make it a weapon. I'm going to up at the power, I'm going to lower the weight, and I'm going to balance this thing out. He went as far as I'm going to, instead of using rubber gaskets to seal the windows, I'm going to use sealant because it's lighter. You know, okay, so I get that, right? He set to a theme. He said, this is what I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to do it, right? He drilled out, you know, part of the rebar behind the bumper to lighten things up. He did it in such a modest way that it was almost like when he got asked what the car weighed, he could throw out a number that was so inconceivable and hard to understand because the car looked, for the most part,
as
pretty fucking normal.
Right, untouched.
What does this guy have? So this guy puts the car in the scale. Now he's got a number. Do you think anyone's going to ask him what this thing weighs after seeing it just holes drilled in? No one cares at this point.
Right, because it's gone beyond that purpose.
People are more interested in how much he cut out of the car, not how much it weighs anymore.
Right. And maybe the fact of, you know, how much he took out of the car, I don't want to say safety-wise, but at the same time, structurally, like, you know, how is this usable?
Yeah.
It's more of, how is this usable versus how much does it actually weigh?
I like, as I was leaving, you're saying, where's this guy trying to end up? He's trying to end up in the fucking graveyard.
Yeah.
In a fucking pine box. That's where he's going to end up.
Whatever.
Jesus. I mean,
there's an ass for every seat. Does that work for this one?
yeah, there's a 6-foot hole for that one.
I don't know. Not for me.
Yeah.
As you took off, I brought up Joey Seeley and Project Nasty.
Joey Seeley, big shout.
Like I was saying to Josh, like he said, I'm going to make a light Porsche, right?
Right.
And
at no point did he drill a bunch of holes in that car.
No, and that was my point was people ask, oh, well, what did you do to the car? And he says, I removed X, Y, and Z and A, B, and C and every other letter of the alphabet. And then when he throws out a number as to what the car weighs, it's like astonishing.
Right.
Because the car as a whole looks like a normal car.
How much does the Holy Porsche weigh?
I don't think
The
anyone
perforated
knows.
portion.
I don't know.
Because,
I don't think anyone cares.
right.
I think people are more interested in how much did you remove, right? How much did you actually take out of it? So, I don't know.
Or in what's left of it, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's going to, I mean, Connor made a point that the bell housing is bound to crack in that car. Like, that's
That's not the
That's
only thing.
that's
bound to
probably the
crack.
best
I
case
think-
scenario.
But he's right. That's just a cast aluminum piece that probably isn't the best thing to be drilling holes in. I mean, you torque a bolt too tight into that thing. And
You
it's
think he
gonna crack.
redid the whole car out of billet and then drilled the holes?
Now you got a point.
Hardened steel.
Yeah. So,
I don't know.
well.
Yeah.
And it was this interesting thing that popped up when we had a pretty quick chat on it on the old groupie pie.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it was something.
With that said,
You ordered shawarma?
no, not yet. But let's get into some questions.
All right, questions. Here we go.
Let's do questions. Let me pull this up. Navigate to my thing here.
Hopefully they can get shawarma drivers tonight. Jesus.
I know. Let's see. Questions.
Questions.
Go to the bottom. Gavin Dowse.
Gavin Dowse.
Actually, I think I already know the answer to this question, but it's a good question. Is it possible to keep a daily driver 100% stock asking for a friend?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mine has wheels on it, but I could have kept it stock, I guess. Do
Yeah.
wheels count? Are wheels a mod?
Yeah.
It is. It is
It
definitely
is.
possible.
Does it depend on the?
I mean, I got the
I
wheels
mean,
for
Josh,
a
you're,
rate.
If
you're
it
an
was a-
Explorer.
If it was a different,
Yeah,
Totally
yeah.
stock.
Oh yeah, bone stock.
Totally stock.
Partially, yeah. I'm not legally obligated to touch that thing. But if you put different OEM wheels, I still consider that's like a lateral move. I don't know if I consider
It's a
that
lateral
mod.
move. We're
It's
calling it a lateral move. Lateral play.
move.
We'll accept it.
Let's see. Oh, Jake _MX5.
Jake MX5.
What's your favorite Italian dishes?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
This fucking guy. Are we talking home style, like American Italian? We talking Italian?
A solid carbonara. Nothing can beat that.
You're a big carbonara man?
Yeah,
Is
or
that-
a cacio e pepe is
No,
What-
cacio
what-
pepe is so good.
Gesundheit. What is a pepe?
cacio e pepe.
Cacio e pepe?
It's like just a pasta with like butter and black
Oil
pepper.
and pepper, yeah. It's fucking good.
Wow.
It's like a butter and
Like,
black pepper sauce.
With the pasta water tossed back. Oh, God.
yeah.
Keeping it simple though.
Same thing with the carbonara with the pasta water, just with an egg yolk and some grated cheese in there.
I'm I mean, if you're talking like not an Italy Italian, you hit me with that chicken parmigiano. Listen,
Yeah.
game over.
Funny thing is, chicken parmigiano, not really a big thing in Italy.
Not a big thing over there. It's like Chinese food.
Yeah, a lot of the Italian dishes over here, not really a thing over there.
No, I'm trying to. I like burrata so much, like the real cheesy fresh mozzarella with the cream. Oh,
Yeah.
hit me with a little burrata, maybe, and then hit me with just Italian ham, man.
Yeah, just straight like sliced deli meats over there.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really go wrong with anything. I mean, all the food's insane. But,
I mean, I ate tripe when I was over there. I mean,
you triping?
I did tripe while I was over there, which is stomach. But oh my God, it was tasty.
I stayed far. I always stay far from the tripe.
Far from the tripe.
Josh, what's your favorite?
I'm not that deep in the.
What's your favorite
Italian.
shitty American
Italian
Italian
game?
food?
Chicken parm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Chicken
Yeah.
parm's the
Solid. I mean,
fucking king.
Yeah.
it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Bread olives,
Nice and
wheel of
simple.
parm.
Right.
Ransom
Fried
garage,
chicken, red
guts it.
sauce, and pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clearly, I've partaken in that once or twice.
Virgil is currently making mozzarella stuffed meatballs. In case anybody's wondering.
That sounds solid.
That,
Mozzarella stuffed
Wow.
meatballs.
Yeah, pretty
wow,
cool.
we're coming up.
Verge.
On the way.
We're coming up. We'll bring Jingles' mug.
Just, put that thing in a Domino's pizza delivery bag and head on this way. Let's see. How much money? Oh, from Jake _MX.
JKMX. 5.
Oh, how much money would Chuck have to be paid to only drive a Mark III for the rest of his life?
$10 million is my number.
Yeah. We talk about this all the time.
Yeah. $10 million.
$10 million bucks.
Yep.
Dependent, is that fluctuating with setup?
No. $10 million.
It doesn't matter with Mark III.
I don't give a fuck what it is. You give me $10 million, I won't be driving myself anywhere ever again. Living on the fucking coast of Italy, eating goddamn burrata every day.
Let's see. TDs. If you had to choose one TV show to watch forever, what would it be and why would it be Top Gear?
Probably be Seinfeld.
Ooh, but dum.
Yeah, probably be Seinfeld. Because there's such little hints of car culture thrown in that
touches?
show,
Yes.
sprinkled in.
All the time.
Posters in the background, cars
Puzzles.
parked on the street.
Many Porsche paraphernalia.
Yeah, very just little things just dribbled in there, and it's like a Where's Waldo for me when I'm watching it because I know it's in there somewhere, and I always get excited when I spot it.
I just go Band of Brothers.
Band of
Front
Brothers,
to back,
Yeah.
whole time.
And see, it's not a big enough catalog for me to kind of repeat over and over.
That's the thing. You need a
start
huge
noticing.
catalog.
Yeah,
You start noticing.
be that or like Parks and Rec.
I mean, The Office, even that isn't big enough. It is, but still wish it was a little bit.
Who watched the trailer for Space Force?
I did.
Holy shit!
Really? I didn't see it.
Holy shit!
Oh,
Really?
it looks like it's going to be pretty good.
It's like a
Yeah.
who's who of like just phenomenal actors and actresses all thrown in this fucking show about the Space Force,
All right, I'm in.
which I still want to join.
It already looks, sign me up. Hey, you talk to Musk, he'd put you on Mars. I didn't have an answer.
You did.
The Office kind of
There you
halfway. Steve Voorhees has sex. Steve Voorhees?
No.
Oh, there we go.
Steve Vor has sex. I really understand it.
Steve Vor has sex. Steve
Vor has
Voorhees
sex.
SX. There we go. No question. Just appreciate you dudes pumping out so much content during COVID.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
I mean, we'd be here either way.
Hey, not for nothing.
Yeah,
But no, seriously, thank you. Thank you for listening, watching, and supporting us. We have more stuff coming soon. There's a shit ton of videos that I have that I want to shoot in my head. And once we are legally allowed to do so, probably this weekend, or not this weekend because it's Mother's Day and that's the most important thing. Shout out to my wife, Livy. Happy Mother's Day.
Big shout out to the wives.
Shouts to the wives. All mothers out there.
shout out to Mom.
Mother of Dragons. Doesn't matter. All of them.
You name it.
That's the most important this weekend. However, next weekend, maybe we can start shooting some stuff.
Oh, we're going to start shooting.
Start shooting. Hayden Awood.
Aiden Awood.
Not a question, but thank you for the kind happy birthday words last week.
Happy birthday again.
Happy birthday again.
Happy
Belated.
B-Day.
Enjoy. Manuel.Sylvia S13. What are
Steve just told us how to pronounce his name. It's
Steve Voorhees X?
no, it's Steve's Voorhees X.
Steve's Voorhees
But it's
X.
Steve Vor has sex. For all I know now.
Jeez. Yeah. Hey, if you've ever listened to an episode of a podcast,
And he has.
let's see.
That's right. Get back to
Yeah. Emmanuel.Sylvia
Emmanuel Sylvia
S13.
S13.
What are the phases of restoring an old car from excitement to anger, front to back?
It was immediate regret.
Immediate. Yes.
Immediate regret.
There's a
Buyer's remorse.
There's
I
the
was
first
gonna
big
say-
rust catch you find. And you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
The realization of, that's the best.
You pretty much get excited when you buy the car.
And you
bring
have
it
a
home,
mental list.
start looking at what a pile of shit it is.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much straight depression until you finish it.
Yeah, there's a mental list that you have going in your head, and the mental list never seems that long.
No,
it's only when you start to write it down in words in front of you,
in words and fiscal edition, it becomes,
and you're like, "Oh boy, what did I do?"
What have I done?
Let's see. Not from stock. Is there any steering wheel you love? Favorite
Not from
aftermarket
stock.
steering wheel brand? And also cheers from Spain. So cheers to you, sir.
Zender has an awesome old steering wheel lineup. They're a little big, in my opinion, for like pretty much anything I would put it on. But they have like little rectangle horn buttons.
Yeah.
Very reminiscent of the VW Motorsport steering wheel. Pretty cool. I dig them. They usually have like weird colored stripes in them somewhere.
Yep.
They're usually a black steering wheel with just some kind of subtle color hints at them. I like them.
I I've used some of the the newer steering wheels that exist, and I've never been impressed with them. Every time I get a Momo or run into a Momo, it's just really nice. So I've really enjoyed Momo steering wheels. I think I have them in most of my cars. Might have experience with the personal steering wheel soon, so I'll let you know. But
a personal experience with the personal steering wheel.
With the personal, but yeah, a lot of
so many questions.
That new stuff. I've never liked it. Like the Chinese newspaper filled ones.
From OEM standpoint, the Mark IV R32, the one with a bit of a bolster on the thumbs,
Yes.
the little lumps there. The little
If you
lumps,
flat
if you will.
side or bottom me from the factory, I'm gonna be about it.
In the new GTI Mark 7, that was pretty good.
Yeah,
I
that
did
was
like
cool.
that one. And I'm actually going to be looking for a replacement steering wheel for the M3 at some point. So I'm gonna keep my options open.
I got you.
Sasquatch 16 valve. Here's one that we could talk
16V.
about for a while. Are birds real?
No,
No,
it's been proven that they're not.
Let's see.
They're spies.
they transmit messages, carry
Mhm.
diseases.
Vape clouds.
The Brian Buckley.
Control the weather. Brian Buckley.
What car do you each think would be the best Lego kit?
The best Lego kit.
The best Lego kit, huh? You know, they've done some really, really excellent ones.
I mean,
so
they've
far.
done some incredible
Give me
ones.
Group
Just
B anything. I think would be cool Lego.
they have the Audi, the Quattro.
The
Yeah.
tiny ones. We need a full size,
Yeah,
like
full
creator
size.
kit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, full size, like a
like
an-
even a Lacar, the Renault Turbo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Group B stuff would be really cool.
Group B stuff for sure.
I also think if they put detail, like their is it the Chiron? Yeah, the Chiron. If they put that level of detail into maybe an F1 car, like maybe if they
Oh,
gave
wow.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Does the F1 isn't the Technica or whatever, or is that still too not detailed enough?
It is, but it's not like with the Chiron, like you were assembling the engine.
Okay,
Sure.
okay.
And when you turned it, the pistons went up and down. Like there was serious shit involved.
Too
in
deep
it.
for me.
Yeah.
Not for nothing, but did you see I don't even know what it is, not monster truck, but construction truck that Johnny Lieberman built recently?
No.
It's the level of technicality in this Lego.
Really?
It's just like, it's got 4-wheel steering. It's got, diffs that change. It's insane.
That's really cool.
Yeah. It's quite the process there. And he was showing it. So, I mean, they hit it pretty good with, the bus.
The F40 was excellent. The 3RS.
Yeah. There's some good stuff out there. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything that.
Just give me the whole Group
I'd
B.
add,
Give me
but-
the whole Group B series.
Yeah,
Give me the whole lineup.
Lancia.
Mm.
Let's see. Sasquatch 16 valve again.
Sasquatch 16V.
I think we've answered this one before. We'll
Si-
skip that one. We'll go to his
Oh,
other.
shit.
We'll skip that one. We'll go to his other one. Favorite pizza toppings.
I mean, I'm just a cheese and black olive guy, cheese and pepperoni, regular cheese. I don't go crazy with the pizzas.
For me, it depends on pizza. If you're going if you're going like Italian thin crust, like in Italy, throw some prosciutto on there, some cheese, maybe some salty olives. I'm in.
Salty.
If you're
olives.
doing
I'm in on those
if you're
salty
doing
olives.
American pizza, I'm either a cheese guy or I'm just full on like bacon, hamburger, sausage. Like
Yeah,
just go to
it's-
town.
The meats.
I get too much for me.
Throw the meats.
And
And
so,
I don't have a problem with like peppers and onions.
I was gonna say.
I'm pretty open. I just don't like pepperoni, which is weird.
The
Really?
Don't like pepperoni.
the topper on damn near any pizza I'll take is hot banana peppers. Put those on there.
That's some
Jesus.
bullshit.
Adds a little.
That's some bullshit.
Adds a little
serial killer shit there.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Oh my
fucked
God.
up, man. I'm gonna leave the room real quick.
hot banana peppers and pineapple.
Real uncomfortable in here.
So what do you
Yeah,
say?
man, this is getting comfortable.
Let's see. Username _Liska.
Your name? Let's go.
What is the best car video game and why is it Carmageddon?
I don't know what
I don't
Carmageddon
know what
is.
I don't know
Carmageddon is.
Carmageddon.
I haven't played a car video game in a very long time. I used to really enjoy the original Dirt, which was like a rally.
The current dirts are crazy.
I haven't played. Yeah, just Dirt, the original one.
The current ones are infuriatingly realistic.
Yeah,
yeah.
'cause
You'll be
if-
driving, you just be like kind of moving your thumb to keep it on. Oh yeah, that's fun.
Some
It's
may
fun.
say I'm actually not too good at Forza. I'm even worse
At Dirt.
the one
Yeah.
time I tried to play it a few years ago.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
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 The whole world has told me.
Let's see. McGrath Paul.
Paul McGrath.
Corey,
See?
what specifically about detailing do you love? I want to like it, but I can't get there.
I have this issue of I like perfecting something. I have an incredibly, like I get addicted to something very, very easily.
I.e. Call of Duty.
Yes, like I just get very, very wrapped up in something. And the tiny nuances that make detailing what it is and like the borderline of like perfection or just totally fucking everything up just super interests me.
The intricacies of it.
Yeah.
Shouts
to Paul.
Shouts to Paul. Let's see. FF Metalworks. Congrats on the excellent podcastathon. You guys are the best. No, y'all are the best.
You are the best.
Yeah.
We were discussing
You
some
the best?
some shifter stuff with him today.
I've been talking knobs with that guy. I don't
Straight
know
knobs.
for a while now.
Maybe we should start another podcast. Knob Talk.
Knob
The
talk.
old knob talk.
Or we just have a knobathon.
I have a knobathon. Yeah.
Hobnobbing.
Never mind that
You
one.
have a
Hobnobbing.
knobathon. You got to get the blue chew in the room. Get everyone going.
I don't think we're going to be able to do it on Twitch. I think we're going to get banned.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Hardcore again.
Hardcore again.
Shouts.
Favorite AutoZone mod, i.e. chrome lettering that says baby girl.
Oh,
I mean, chrome lettering that says baby girl.
I like bad fog lights
Bad fog lights.
because it requires you to wire, which a lot of time you just go right to the positive terminal in the battery. Bad fog lights, especially the little elliptical one, the little ellipsis. Oh, they're so bad. So that's my favorite bad AutoZone mod.
You know what I really like? I like the matching steering wheel cover, seat cover sets.
Oh, the
Big fan of those.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get the trifecta,
Great Easter gift.
and you get the steering wheel cover, the seat backs, and then the floor mats.
Floor mats.
To match.
Hello Kitty, whole thing.
You get the triangle.
I'm going to be
Exactly.
honest, my favorite thing in AutoZone is just the large array of little trees. All the flavors. You get all the flavors.
All the flavors.
That's
Go
not a
in
bad
there.
mod.
Go in there, you know,
Vanilla Rama.
taste a few of them.
Yeah.
Grab a pack and head out.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think that's going to do. Yeah, that's it. That is it for our questions. Shawarma's on the way.
Now let's get into the podcast.
UFC 249 this weekend.
Is that going on at
Let's
your house?
fucking go. It's going on at my house.
I'm hoping
Josh, are you in?
What day is that?
It's Saturday night.
Saturday night.
I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Family,
I'm DJing
family's gonna come
Friday, so I can make it out to that. So Sweatshop's Friday.
Oh, wow.
If anybody wants to watch me DJ, which a lot of you have been doing, I can't thank you enough. We're doing it Friday again, 8 to whenever it ends. And then I'm going to Corey's house to eat. What are you making?
Porchetta.
Porchetta?
Porchetta.
And watch a fight. If you want to come to Corey's thing, you get to come by, but we get to see your negative test for the COVIDs.
No one else is invited. So
What's that address, Corey?
I'm definitely wearing my fight/sports outfit, which I'm wearing right now.
Your fight suit?
yeah, your fight kit.
I don't think people can see how this is like almost terry cloth.
No, that is.
It's not like just your typical. So I'm wearing an Adidas tracksuit.
You know what's a bummer is those were really cheap when I was in Rome. To
No,
buy
it's
like
a-
a full set.
No, it's a bummer. This was really expensive.
They didn't have that color, which is real unfortunate.
Well, you happen to get the gold flake plated one.
Yeah. This is a 50th anniversary, and I just want to point out that the zippers are shell toes.
Yes.
I wonder what's happened to the gold the first time you wash it.
Oh, it's going away.
Yeah.
Flaking off entirely. that three stripes.
This is seriously like
a nun.
gold ribbon. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm
Yeah.
just never going to wash it.
Strong.
Well, yeah, that's how. Yeah, that's how.
That's how we do it.
I think that's it. Holy shit, we made it. Just a little over 2 hours here, gentlemen.
Whoa.
That wasn't painful at all.
Thank you everybody for listening.
Thank you for donating.
Follow us on YouTube at Revival Motoring. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Motoring. Check out our Facebook. I am at Revival_Josh. That is at Chucku at Corey.si. And
Young Ben
anybody out there who may still want to donate, we have had a couple people who wanted to donate to what we were doing podcastathon wise. Just go visit the Tomorrow Fund. Or if Google the Tomorrow Fund, because that'll certainly pop up, and they have some donation options there, whether it be on Facebook or direct through them. You can send a check, all that sort of stuff. So that's where all of our donations went. So you can tell them we sent you there as well. So that's it. Enjoy your life remember to live. Remember to live.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Hit the music.
And on that note,
Oh my God. Oh.
That's going to do
that
it.
might have been the last episode ever.
Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch.
We'll be back next week.
We're going to miss all you guys.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Stick around for the post party.
Like, comment, subscribe. YouTube.
Like, comment, subscribe.